Yo, 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 skirt bag, fresh off a trip to Mexico. Hola, brother.
Yeah.
¿Cómo
Hola.
estás?
Je m'appelle Jean. That's French,
What?
by the way.
That's yeah. What? I didn't say you were in
um.
Paris.
You don't need to be. I could have been in Canada, dude. You don't know. Don't assume
Oh,
French people's
true, true,
location,
true.
fool.
Also, why couldn't you have met a French person in
In Mexico.
or a French speaking person? They don't even have to be from France. Yeah, just a French speaking person. Maybe you hit it off. Maybe like a Haitian type deal. You know what I mean? Like they
True.
like Creole.
Yeah, they all speak
That's like
like
French-ish.
versions of French. Yeah. I almost said that I met somebody who speaks British, but you don't speak British. You're just British.
Yeah, you speak
they
English,
yeah, they just with a
but
British
you say
accent.
things like "in it."
Isn't it? On Tuesday. We were there from Tuesday to Wednesday. Quite funny, isn't it? Um, yeah, dude, the post like vacation
Oh, I
depression is
knew
a
it.
very real thing.
I knew it. Dude, I opened up your Snap on Monday late. Like I opened up a few hours late and I saw it, and as soon as I opened it, I was like, "Oh, this is Johnny's post-vacation depression snap. Here it is."
Yep. Yep. Dude, it
Uh,
was like just not having like life responsibilities or work responsibilities for 4 or 5 days or whatever it is, and then also being around like all of our
all the
friends was
homies.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You were very missed. We opened your speech and played it on like the Bluetooth speaker and put up my phone so we could all watch it, and it was fucking awesome. It was so funny, dude. As soon
That's
as we
dope.
pulled it up and you were in the gold shirt, everybody was just like, "Ah, this fucking guy."
Yo, so funny story about recording that. I wanted to record it Wednesday, but I didn't. Like me and Lex ended up running out for something and then my mom came down. So then Thursday rolls around and I golfed, and like then I get back from golf and it's like 9 o'clock. I lay with Lex for like an hour, and then she's like, "You gotta do that video for Austin." I'm like, "Fuck, you're right." So then I go and I was like, I was gonna start it like, yo 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 skirt bag. I was gonna do that and then be like,
Dude,
oh fuck, dude, this isn't a podcast.
you know what's so fucking funny is like 30 seconds in, I looked over at Jake and I was like, I feel like I'm potting right now.
Yeah, I was gonna start it like that, but then I just was like, I was having like some anxiety about something at work, so I just like wasn't the vibes weren't there for it.
Yo, yo,
And
yo,
then I was
skirt
like, all
bag.
right, I was like, let me go smoke and grab a beer. So then I did that, and I kind of rolled with it.
And it fixed you right up.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't know.
how
Definitely felt a
fucking
little uncomfortable doing it. I never watched it either. I just recorded it and slinged it out. Kind of how we do
uh
this.
dude,
Except
so
honestly, I feel more comfortable doing this than I was recording that video.
right, because it's just you and me. It's like we don't know who's listening. I mean, we know like
Right.
Dylan and them, but like at the wedding, like
Dude,
who's gonna be
Emery put it
listening.
on Facebook.
Your your speech?
Yeah.
Adam babe, getting some views on that motherfucker. I feel that though, dude.
he
So like
didn't
I
he
did
didn't fucking plug the podcast, but
yeah.
yeah, he
We'll
put it on
forgive him for this
Facebook and I
time.
still haven't watched it. Like I almost watched it. I watched like 2 seconds of it and then I was like, nope,
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
do that.
so
I'm not going to like it. That's the thing.
dude, that's it. So I did my speech and I didn't know Maggie recorded it and then she played it for my grandparents the other day and I was just like, "Ew, dude, that's what I sounded like." Like I thought mine was good. I thought I killed it, but then I heard my voice and I was just like, "Ew."
Yeah, I've never liked the way my voice sounds. Most people don't, cuz you don't hear yourself the same
The
as what you
same
sound
way.
like.
Right.
Um yeah, so I haven't watched it. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm
Don't, dude,
glad you
just
guys
fucking let
enjoyed it though.
it. Yeah. Dude, how fucking funny was the video that Andy sent?
Oh my god, that was
Oh my
amazing.
god. Dude, he told me he was gonna do that like 3 days before we left, and then he was like, I don't know if I'll have it in time, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then we're all getting ready in Austin's room, and like that popped up in our group chat, and I was like, no way, bro. So we all watched it and just lost it, dude. It was so
That's
funny.
amazing. Yeah,
I
dude,
like
that
how
was great.
they had the picture of Austin and Jess and like their fucking dogs and the cat, and they're like, "We love you."
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, the smooch was so wet.
They had a bunch of smooches too. They came back and smooched
Yeah,
again at the
a
end.
bunch of times,
They were
hella
smooching up
smooches,
on
dude.
Emery, dude. They thought he was hot.
Yeah, he looked good, dude. His
He did
fucking
look good.
did you see the picture of me putting his tie on him? His
I
whole
did.
like his whole like shebang with like his blue jacket that matched our pants and then the tie that he had was fucking mint, dude.
Yeah, you guys
It
all
was
look good.
so
I like the
fresh.
ties. Yo,
Yeah, they were
your
cool.
pants. So I looked at your Instagram post and like the picture of like all the best men. Your pants look so low, dude.
I know, dude, because
They look
here's the
like they're down
debacle.
below your fucking butthole, halfway down your ass, and it's just the tip of your cock is the only thing holding them up.
Just put that was my belt. That and the suspenders. Dude, so the did I tell you what happened with the pair of pants that I originally had?
No.
So the ones we got back in fucking like October, last Sunday rolls around, the Sunday before we leave, and Maggie's like, "Did you try your pants on?" And I'm like, "All right, yeah, like that's a good call." Tried them on, dude. Couldn't even fucking get them like buttoned, like zipped, nothing. They just didn't fit like even close, and I was like, "Oh fuck, like I can't wear
That's how
these." Like,
mine were. That's why I told Emery, I was like, he got me ones, and I was like, yeah, nah, these are gonna be way too tight, brother. And like, it would be cool if I slimmed down a little bit, but I ain't slimming down that much.
yeah, dude. And when I first got mine and tried them on, they fit me fine. So I like was they were just sitting in my closet for 4 months, and then I tried them on like a few days before we left. And I was like, oh fuck. So Maggie, the beast that she is, gets online and finds the men wear. We just happened to be going to Myrtle Beach for Mother's Day because it was on Mother's Day, and she gets on Men's Warehouse and they have one pair in stock that's a like a 34, 30, 32. I think was the size that I needed.
Right.
And so we had to drive to Men's Warehouse, and I copped them, just like exchanged them, which was clutch. But they
Oh,
definitely
that is
didn't like.
good.
I didn't get them like fucking fitted how I wanted to, so I was just like, ah,
That's
fuck
why
it.
they
Like
were
at least
so
I have
low,
ones that
dude.
fit. Yeah,
34, that's what I normally wear. I think I ordered a 36 and they were too tight. But
yeah.
like my normal jeans are 34. Most of my dress pants are 34. This was the
Well,
only
that's what
one.
I'm saying, dude. My normal pants are 32, 32, and like I've just been that size for a few years now, and like I still like I'm probably a 33 now, but I can fit into a 32 fine. But then I put those on, and I was like, holy fuck! Like I couldn't even get them around my waist, dude. They
Yeah,
were
nah, they were
way
they
too
were running
small.
hella small.
Um, but yeah, and then dude, it was so hot during like the when we were doing the ceremony, it was out like kind of on a gazebo, like kind of out on the
Yeah,
water,
I
so
saw
like
the
the breeze was
ceremony.
fine.
The breeze
Oh
was
yeah, that
gnarly. It was
I
tough to hear on the recording because
yeah.
of the breeze, but it was
It
good.
was nice for us though, dude, because before
That's what
that,
I
like when we were
figured.
getting ready, it was fucking like I was gonna have a heat, like everybody was just dripping
So
sweat, and we're
hot.
like, oh no. But it ended up being perfect, dude. The fucking ceremony was beautiful, as you saw.
Yeah,
The reception was awesome,
the
and
boys
then
looked good.
we did, dude. We were all looking. We were on our best behavior. It was fun too because after the reception ended at like 9 o'clock, I think. But they have this bar inside the hotel resort that turns into a nightclub at 10. And so we went there like every night. That was like the best spot in the resort. But that night they had a silent disco going on.
Yeah.
So have you seen those where everybody gets like
Yeah,
headphones?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, it was so much fun, bro. It was my first one that we've done, and Magoo, she didn't.
I've never been to one.
Dude, that was my first one. Highly recommend. It was a lot of fun. Magoo wasn't
Really?
drinking for on during the trip. She just had her pen, and
Mm.
she was sitting there just cheesing like with the headphones on. We get back to the room that night. She's like, "Dude, that was like the perfect high guy activity, the silent disco." And it was so funny too because like they had two channels of songs, and the colors on the headphones like showed which channel you were on. So it was like red
Yeah.
was one channel and green was the other one. And it was pretty much just like party music on one, like the typical club music, and then the other one was like country music. But it would be so funny to like switch over to red channel and like listen to the slow like more sad music, but then watch the fucking music videos they had on the TV. So you'd be listening to like a sad song about like divorce and depression and like breakups, and then you just like look up and see Bruno Mars like 24 karat gold, and he just be doing backflips and shit. It was so fun,
Casual.
dude. It was so fun.
Nah, I know what they are. I've seen them before, but I've never been to one.
Yeah, I kind of knew what they were, but I didn't really understand like what it was like or like what it entailed. But it's literally just hanging out at a bar. Everyone has headphones on, and it's like, dude, the best was taking the headphones off and like listening to everybody because it would just be like silent outside of the fact that people were like trying to sing and talk. So it would just be like the most like awkward noises. It was
That's
so
funny as
funny.
fuck.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
we got fleeced at golf, dude.
did you?
Yeah, we played at the Hard
That
Rock Hotel Golf Club, I think it
that's
was
the
called.
live course you said?
Yeah, apparently that's what Austin told me. It was a live course. It was $200 for the round. Uh,
Whoa!
yeah, dude. But get this. So I brought a box of golf balls with me because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for golf balls. I'll just pack a box.
Yeah.
And we get there, and then the guy, the concierge guy we had to book our tee times with, was like, no, like everything's included. They give you golf balls, gloves, all that stuff. And I was like, okay, bet. I'm not gonna waste my golf balls then. So I didn't bring my box of golf balls. Get there, find out golf balls aren't included, and it's twenty
Oh
dollars for a
man.
pack of 3. Course is super fucking hard. So dude, yeah, I went through. I probably spent another $150 just on golf balls for that day.
Oh my
Like I
goodness,
probably went
Johnny.
through 12 golf balls.
I
Like
believe it.
I bought 9 for the front 9, went through those, didn't have any by the time I hit the turn. Hit the turn, went in to get more golf balls, bought 9 more, went through those. I had my last one I finished with on the last hole, dude. And I played well. That's the worst part. Like this course was super fucking hard, dude. I've probably had 3 or 4 legit pars, but outside of that, like losing balls was pretty much impossible. Also the fact that like we weren't using our own clubs, so like
Yeah.
swinging different golf clubs was tough too,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of fun. The heat was fucking, dude. The ride home, I was fighting demons. The night before that, like I got trashed on tequila, so I was like already hurting. And
Yeah.
we had like the hotel like van guy pick us up, and he was fucking stop and go, bumping the whole ride home, and I'm sitting there like, holy shit, dude, I'm fighting for my life right now.
That's tough scenes.
Tough scenes, but went back, took like a 2 hour nap, and fucking powered through, dude. We're on vacation, dude. I'm not gonna fucking sleep all day and lose out on hours I could be spending
No,
by the
100%. But that's a
pool.
lot of money for golf. I'm glad I didn't
Dude,
go.
yeah, it was a lot of money for golf. It definitely hurt the pockets.
Was it a full 18? Oh yeah, yeah,
Full
yeah. You played both
yeah,
nine. You used fucking 9 balls on each nine. That's
full
a ball a
18.
hole.
Dude, yeah, sometimes two.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because you parred a few holes. So I'm gonna assume that you didn't lose balls on those.
yeah, it was just like it was tough. It was a really tough course, but it was beautiful. Like it was a really nice course. The wildlife was dope, dude. There were just lemurs running around everywhere.
I
Like
fuck with lemurs.
you know those dudes from Madagascar?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're just running around like trying to fucking snag the chips off your cart. I was feeding one of them, dude. I was trying to feed one of them, and he was on like all 4 of his feet. And I threw a chip at him, and he crunched on it. Got a little closer to Jordan in my cart. Threw another chip at him, crunched it, and I was like, "All right, bud, that's enough." And like 2 seconds after that, I said that he stands up on 2 feet. He's like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" I was like, "God damn, dude! All right, here's another chip. Relax."
What if
I'm
it
not
came
trying to throw
after
hands
you?
over it. I would have been, dude. They probably would have fucked you up. Like those things, they're
Right?
cute and all, but I wouldn't be surprised if
They probably
they got
bite like a
after it.
motherfucker, and they probably have gnarly claws.
Yeah, and they probably have some sort of fucking like bacteria or
Disease.
something. Yeah,
I
but
beat a lemur's booty cheeks.
whipping it around like its tail.
Yeah, it'd be a foxtail, bro.
There was this one par 3 hole that we played, and on like the right side of the course were just like these giant like mansions. And we got up to the green, and we heard like this fucking just sound of death, dude. Like imagine somebody dying and getting stabbed 70 times over. That's what we heard like nonstop, and we're like, what the fuck? Come to find out, this guy just had like a bunch of like crazy fucking birds in his house that were hanging out, and this bird was like literally like, I can't even make the noise, dude. It was like like nonstop. And we're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, one, we made the joke, all right, we're shooting 12 here. Can you shut the fuck up? And two,
Of
it's like,
course.
dude, we don't know if this is like the Mexican cartel torturing somebody or it's just like a bird in a cage. But I don't know how you could live with that, dude. Just
No,
nonstop
yeah, I'm
fucking
good on that.
screaming.
I'm good on that.
Yeah, it was a good time, dude.
Was it
Definitely.
worth the post-vacation depression?
I wish that we got like 2 more days. Like if I had 2 more days, I would have been I would have been ready to go home after 2 more days. But I mean, what else? Like, I know, like, we would have just been like hanging out by the pool getting drunk, and it's like, all right,
Yeah, but
if I
it's
know I'm
different because like when we did OBX and we had a full week, like we went hard at first and then we were kind of chilling and like that's when you like that's like the real vacation part. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that's the part where like you actually like relax and like talk to people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
right.
have, maybe like 10 beers instead of 20.
Right. And honestly, dude, like the drinks there were really good, but it was like after a while, it's like you can only have so much sugar and alcohol mixed together.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, so
dude, all
much
right, I
sugar.
have like four drinks and my head and my stomach feel like they're about to explode. But it was cool because they had like 4 or 5 different restaurants that you could go to. Like obviously it's all inclusive, so you didn't have to make any reservations or anything. You kind of just show up.
Right.
And we went to sushi one night with everyone, and then we did uh Mexican one night, which was I think the best food. And then they had an Italian restaurant, and they had like something else. I forget what it was. Oh, it was like a serve yourself like buffet style where they kind of just had a
Mm.
little mix of everything. Where they had like burgers and stuff. That was good, but Magoo was loving the desserts, dude. We would just get like room service every night, and she would just get like 3 or 4 of the truffles that they had, and they had a coffee bar with like those
Ooh.
what are those things from McDonald's? You get the mocha fraps. They just had like mocha fraps on deck, dude. I was drinking like 3 of those a day.
Froga Maps.
Froca Maps. Yeah, it was
On
a good
deck.
time.
Froga Maps on deck.
I would definitely go back. I think I would go to a different resort just to like experience something different.
Yeah.
But
But all
you
inclusive pass the vibe check.
pass the vibe check, dude. It was cool too. They had like this guy. I think he was like the director of entertainment there. His name was Luigi, and every day he would just come out and like hang out with us and show us the list of activities. Like they had pool volleyball, they had a bull riding thing, they had a bunch of different games. We squatted up one night, like 30 of us, and like went out and played beach volleyball at like 11 o'clock at night, like under the lights. It was sick. Carl was there with his new girlfriend. It's good to see them. Um,
Pool volleyball sounds dope.
Pool volleyball was dope. The only thing, dude, the only thing was my fucking bald ass was getting torched. The top of my head was getting
You gotta
torched
wear a
all
hat,
day.
brother.
Yeah, I was in the pool with a hat on. I'm like, this feels weird because I have a hat on, but like, bro,
No,
I'm
you
not
gotta
trying to
get one of
fucking
those
lose my
bucket
skin.
johns.
Yeah, I almost bought one, but I was like, dude, I'm here for another day. Like, I'm not gonna waste my money on
Yeah.
something I'm not gonna
Bucket
use.
john's the way to go because you won't get any
Get your
questions. You wear
shoulders
a
too.
bucket john in the pool.
Yeah,
That's good vibes.
yeah. My sunburn actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be, which was good. But definitely in the moment you could feel it, like your body just overheating.
Yeah, I felt that way today a little bit. I definitely got burned a little bit today outside.
What are you doing outside? Yard work and shit.
Yeah, I mowed the lawn. I weed whacked. I dug up a big like 6 7 foot long PVC pipe. I found them buried in my backyard. A little metal pipe I found buried in my backyard. I dug both of those up. I like put all these rocks in the corner of my yard and like I had like some like pieces things of cement, bags of cement got rained on so they just hardened like that.
Oh
But
shit.
so I brought them over and like I just carried them over, dropped them and then had like a big tamper and just smacked them with that and broke them down into little rocks. I was like, "All right, now I got rocks." Had fucking bricks of concrete, now I got rocks.
Now I got
Um
rocks.
so I got like a little rock area for all my garbage cans and stuff, which is nice. I've been wanting to do that. Um and then I had this huge rusted out wood stove. I kind of wanted to restore it, and when I tried to move it, the back was so rusted it just like fell off the back. And then I was like,
Like the
this thing's
dust
probably
people in
beat
fucking Endgame just
literally,
evaporates.
literally. And so then I like kicked it a couple times, and I was like, all right, this thing looks like it's not connected on the bottom either. So I just like pushed it forward from the back, and it came off the bottom. Then the sides fell off, and I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, oh, dude, it was so heavy. It was probably like 200 pounds.
God damn.
Yeah,
Of
no,
just a rust
mm,
bucket? 200-pound
yeah,
rust bucket?
yeah. But it was nice. It was like heavy duty. If the back wasn't rusted out, it would have been nice. Like it could have been restored, and I wanted to do something with it. But I didn't know what. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna bring it to the curb now and let the garbage guys take it. So I bring it out there, and this guy comes from across the street, and he's like, "Yeah, you getting rid of this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, I'll take it." And I was like, "All right,
All right.
bet. Bring your truck
It's
over.
all
I help
yours,
you put this
boss.
shit in the back of it." I was like, "What are you gonna do with it?" He was like, "I have no idea." And I was like, "All
But
right,
I want
cool,
it.
cool, cool, cool."
You should
People take shit from my curb all the time.
you should get a metal detector and just like go out through your backyard and see if you
Dude, it's
find
gonna be
anything.
fucking beeping the entire time, but it's literally just gonna be garbage. Literally just garbage.
You ever see that news story of the dad, I think it was in one of the western I want to say like Arizona or something, was metal detecting in his backyard, beeped, dug up like this coin or whatever, and it ended up being like literal pirate treasure worth like millions of dollars.
That's lit.
Could you imagine, dude?
Well, Grand Canyon and all that used to be underwater,
Yeah. That's crazy to think about.
right?
That is wild.
Pirates, they had their fucking booty hidden there. But it probably wasn't underwater when the pirates were around.
Yeah, that was like millions of years ago it was underwater, right?
Right, right. Yeah. Hmm.
Damn.
Okay, maybe not.
Million-year-old pirate.
You never know. They could have
Hey,
had them back then.
that's just a dinosaur pirate.
Right. Dinosaurs had fucking tender too.
Um, Emery was telling me how he was like when he was looking for like the wedding bands that he got, like the rings. Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
something I tried to do so bad. Like when I was holding the wedding rings, like during the ceremony, when Ashlyn asked for them, I was gonna like grab my pockets and be like, and act like I didn't have them. But I tried to do it, and then I like grabbed the rings, and they were literally stuck in my pants. So for like 30 seconds, I'm sitting there like ripping on the
Oh
rings,
my
trying to get them
god.
out of my thing. I'm like, here you go. But he was telling me the how like where he bought them and stuff, and he found this one website. I think it's called like Man Ring or something like that. But they have rings you can buy that have like they're made of like dinosaur bones and like other cool shit like that. It's like that would be sick, dude.
Interesting.
Imagine having a wedding band that's dinosaur bone. Like that's got to be probably pretty expensive, but still pretty cool at the same time.
Can I get mine with like a random person's ashes?
Can I just get mine as Can I get one of LeBron's fucking NBA Finals rings?
Yeah, that's actually what I want.
Let me get a Yankees World Series ring from the year I was born.
That'd be so dope.
That would be dope. I mean, that would be a bitch and a half to have on your hand all the time, but
Well, you like Jokic does and tie it on his shoes.
I saw that, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That is
like
such a
that.
cool concept.
Nobody else is doing that. They're just
I would
out
be
there balling.
I would be afraid it would come off somehow, but there's no way it comes off. It's like on his like third lace down.
Right.
Be stepping on my wedding ring, asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, watch your feet.
Oh, what are you? I'm scuffing up your shoes? No, that's my wedding
No, you're
band,
scuffing
son.
up my fucking vows, dude. You
Yeah.
scumbag.
Don't tread on me or my marriage.
I was when they were doing their vows, dude, I was like fucking my lip was quivering and I was sitting there thinking I was like, God damn, dude, when I have to do this eventually, like not gonna be able to hold it together. No shot.
Yeah, that's the thing about vows. I was thinking about when Emery was talking. I was like, it's cool because like other people do their vows, and like while they're doing their vows, like some of the things that they say, I'm like can relate to my relationship as well.
Yeah.
And it
Yep.
just gives it's not that like I don't appreciate Lex, right? It's just but it's just like it like points out all the little things, right? And you're like, yeah,
Right.
like that you weren't thinking of like in that moment. So it's nice. I always like when people do vows. And sometimes no, I'm not gonna say that because that would be rude to some people. I said they
Plus
weren't good.
Emery's one part in his vows where he was like, and to quote the great Lil Dicky, it's like only you, dude. That is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Emery's
man.
were good. I like them, dude. I literally stood a foot from my TV so I could fucking zoom in on the listening because of the
What
wind.
was it on? Like YouTube they were live streaming it?
Nah, Ashlyn just like went on Facebook Live, or Ashlyn was
Oh,
doing
okay.
it. Somebody on Ashlyn's Facebook went on Facebook Live.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were doing that, and then she said the live stream, and I was like, oh, that's innovative for all the
yeah.
people at home.
Didn't get to see the reception though. I didn't get to party with you guys like that.
The reception was fucking dope. We were on like a rooftop above the pool.
Okay.
But I guess we were like late to get to the reception because it felt like pretty quick. We were only there from like 6 to 9, I think. And by the time like MK and I did our speeches and like all the like formal stuff was done, we had like probably an hour and a half to like dance and stuff and get some drinks. But I mean, dude, the reception basically just moved to that nightclub thing. It was like right down the
Yeah.
hallway, pretty much.
I feel like that's regular for receptions. I feel like that's how long they usually are, and like, But it does, dude. You always feel like you should have more time to dance. I feel like
Yeah. It was
that's why I drink during the ceremony.
yeah, oh, we started drinking like 2 hours before the
Yeah,
ceremony, dude.
yeah.
Fucking
Ideally.
Ryan ordered like a bunch of tequila shots to the room, so we ripped those, and then after the ceremony, we had cocktail hour after we had to do like pictures and stuff. And
Mhm.
then we got to cocktail hour and I ripped another tequila shot, and that one like it was one that hurt me. Like I was fucking my eyes were watering. I fucking like whew. And fucking Doobie comes out of nowhere and gets, "Hey, let's take a pic." So like the picture of me and her is just me like
That's
and then
awesome.
we had to find a way, like a cool entrance to the reception. So we like didn't have one planned, and I was walking in with MK and Ashlyn was like, "We could take a shot like when we get to the middle." And I was like, "Dude, I just ripped one. I don't know, like I don't want to be puking on, barfing on people like on the reception." And she was like, "Oh no, like we're gonna do water. Like that's what I did at my cousin's wedding. We'll just take a shot of water." And I was like, "Fucking smart, dude. We're hydrating ourselves. We look cool as
Yeah.
shit." Like,
Dude, that's why so when I was at I think it was at Jeff's wedding, I was just drinking tequila waters the entire time. Tequila water is my favorite way to drink, dude.
I definitely have a newfound respect for tequila after this trip
I think
because
tequila's the best drunk.
I couldn't drink it if I didn't have a lime to chase it with, though.
100%.
You
So
need the
tequila
lime.
water, splash of lime juice. That's like
Ooh, okay.
preferably. But sometimes they don't have lime juice. But if you do tequila water, splash of lime, money, dude, money.
Money.
Get a
Yeah,
double.
I was the first night, I don't know if it was like some like food that I ate or it was the tequila itself, but the first night, and it wasn't even like because I was drunk, but we got back to the hotel room and I just like laid down for like 10 minutes and I was like my stomach started hurting and it wasn't like, "Oh, I'm like blacked out drunk or anything." It was just like, "Dude, like something's not settling." So I went to the toilet and just let it rip, dude, and it was like fucking black, like pure black.
Ew.
Yeah. And then I felt
Well, I
fine
heard
like after
Waldo
that.
yak too.
Dude, it's a good thing you took your name off of the fucking reservations and shit for that room. Let me say that. So
I
fucking
heard I heard Waldo's incident. I heard about that, and I heard like the last night a bunch of champagne was spilled in there.
yeah, fucking. I guess
Doobie
it.
like went and sat on the bed and spilled all the champagne.
Yeah, she like jumped on the bed. I mean, I wasn't there for this, but apparently they room serviced a bunch of champagne and it was sitting on the bed, and she went to jump on it and didn't realize it, and it just fucking went everywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was
You
like,
heard
I'm glad I
Waldo's incident
wasn't.
though?
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah, we don't have
dude.
to flame him live for it or
Yeah.
anything.
No, we
Good
already flamed
God.
him enough, but God, it was fucking funny, dude. When we woke up for golf. Like that was that night, like before we woke up for
Right, the
golf.
night before,
And
yeah.
Andy texts me or he calls me at like 5:50 in the morning because we had to be down in the lobby at 6. And he was like, "Hey, are we golfing?" And I was like, "Yeah, got to be down in the lobby by 6." And he was like, "All right, are we playing 9 or 18?" And I was like, "18." And he just goes, "Fuck." And then Waldo apparently was like, when they were coming down to the lobby, like looks at Andy and goes, "Dude, that was crazy last night what happened in the shower." And he was like, "Last night, Waldo, that was 2 hours ago." Literally 2 hours ago. You woke up at 4 a.m., bro. Take a
Yeah.
snooze in the shower. Oh, man. Yeah, and then, like, we went from that instantly into a round. I was definitely still drunk when we were on our way to golf.
100%. 100%.
And then we
But
just
no,
had an
yeah,
absolute shit show.
tequila's like the most fun drunk. Like I
Yeah, it
feel like
really
what
was.
like when I'm drunk on tequila, it's like good vibes because tequila's the only upper too.
Oh, yeah, dude. My fucking feet are moving on the dance floor. Like, my vibes are immaculate. Like, it was a great
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I definitely like leveled myself out after that because the first night I pretty much just drank tequila. Like I would just do shots of tequila, and then I was like, all right, I still want to drink tequila, but I'm gonna like sprinkle it in. Like I'll have like a beer or two and then
Yep.
a
That's the way to
shot,
do it.
and
Have a couple beers and then rip a shot.
yeah. And the only beer they had there was Dos Equis, and I never really had Dos Equis before this trip, but I fucking love it now, dude. It's good. It was
Yeah.
good beer.
Dos Equis isn't bad.
We got like off the fucking plane in Cancun, and then like, oh my god, dude, that did you see that TikTok I sent today of the like leaving the Cancun
Yeah.
airport be
Yeah.
like?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally how it is, dude. You walk
Yeah.
out
That's
the
what my parents
doors
were telling
and
me.
it's just people like, dude, it's just a fucking flood of people like in your face, like trying to sell you shit, trying to grab you like into a taxi and stuff. So we finally like make our way through that and find like our travel accommodations, and we get in the van, and dude's like, You guys want a water? You want a beer? And he just had a cooler full of beer. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I want a beer. Let's
That's
go.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
fucking perfect
amazing.
start.
Did he give you the big tall glasses, plastic glasses to pour them into?
No, it was just a tall
Mm.
boy of Corona.
I thought I saw Jesse like in a car, like a snap of her and MK or something like that, and she had like a big tall plastic John. And that, but it was
That's
like on
what.
the way to the resort.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the beers at the resort were all in those tall plastic glasses.
Mm.
But dude, even like the staff was fucking awesome. Like they were all cool as shit. Like always like happy. You could like none of them were ever like in a pissy mood or anything. Like
That's
dealing with
dope.
drunk idiots all the time's probably got to get really annoying after a while. And like I
Yeah.
wouldn't blame them for being annoyed if like like there was at one point like fucking Lo was putting her mouth like under the draft beer thing and sing, and I was like,
I
yo, you
saw
gotta
that.
chill, you gotta
I
chill, bro.
saw that.
Like yeah,
Yeah, I heard
but
she
they
was
were all
on
cool
one
as shit.
too.
She was on one. I mean, we were all on one, but like we all have
True.
levels that we all reach like personal levels. Like
The limit
Maggie's
does
on.
not exist
Yeah,
for
Maggie's on one is hitting the pen twice, giggling like a fucking little kid, and then eating cupcakes.
Yeah, it's a little different than mine.
Same. Yeah, I'm fucking in the bathroom puking black tar, and she's just like eating a truffle.
Munching on truffles.
Yeah, dude.
All inclusive, dude. That's the best place to have a weed pen.
Dude, and we didn't even mean to bring it. It was just in her purse the whole time.
Just casual. Oops.
Casual, dude. And then we're like, well, fuck, we're not trying to like travel back with this. We're not like trying to get in trouble or anything. So we're just like, everybody, like, hit this, hit this. Like the next day, we all just out at the pool, passing it around between everyone, trying to finish it. And then we didn't end up finishing it before, like, obviously, it was pretty much brand new, like, when we
Damn.
brought it. And, I gave it to Austin and Jess because they were staying for a few more days. I was like, here, congratulations. Have this for the
Yeah.
next few days.
Not bad.
Yeah.
They're
It was
probably gonna
good.
have a good couple days chilling, huh?
They're already home now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah, that
got
makes
back
sense. So it's
yesterday.
Wednesday now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
they
went
probably had a
Tuesday to
good couple days
Tuesday.
chilling.
Yeah, that would have been it would have been nice to have like I said, like 1 or 2 days where we could
To
just like
chill.
we had one day where it was nice to chill on Friday kind of, but or Saturday. Because it was after the wedding, we just like nobody was doing anything. But like, yeah, 1 or 2 more days would have been fucking perfect. And then I would have been ready to
Yeah.
come home. We were both Maggie and I were both like, fuck, dude, like we don't want to leave yet.
Right. But that's usually how it goes, dude. Especially on the short trips, bro. Like when we were in Asheville, it's like, damn, I could have stayed here like
Yeah.
a while longer. I could have stayed in Asheville for a long time,
Yeah,
especially if we
dude.
had Ben with us.
Ben and then just bring our work shit, dude. Like I would have been chilling if we were just like working from that house in Asheville for like 3 days and just been able to like do more exploring.
Yeah. Yeah. We
That
should
would have
do
been
that.
dope. We should do that.
Or just go camp
Maggie,
somewhere.
so Maggie's new, like if she takes this new job, her new schedule, she doesn't have like a summer break. She just works for 9 weeks and then has 3 weeks off, and then 9 weeks and then 3 weeks off, like all year. So she's gonna have like a month, pretty much a month every 3 months. Every 3 months she'll have a month off, and we can just fucking like obviously like I can travel because I can just work from wherever we are. So we're gonna get to do like a lot more shit, which is gonna be nice.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, pretty excited about that. We have
Well then you should come make a trip to see JT then.
what, dude? So we're gonna be coming to Hershey. I think June, the end of June, for Bill
Alright.
Burr and then a Yankees game, and I'm sure he'll be here by then. So we're definitely gonna
Yeah.
stop by.
Hell yeah, dude. That's good shit.
Yeah,
I'll be here any day.
our month of June is gonna be jam packed with
Wild.
travel, and I'm ready
Dude,
for it.
that's usually how summer is, dude. Summers are usually so crazy, and now mine are like so not. Like this is
Yeah,
gonna be the chillest summer ever, and I think I'm gonna love it because like I don't have any work either, so I'm
right.
just gonna be straight chilling all summer,
Chilling with
raising
your
a
boy.
baby. Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Just to relax and
But
fucking
like and like I'll still be able to golf with the boys and shit like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Trying to get out Friday. I got off on Friday, so I'm trying to get out. But I don't think anybody else is off or wants to play. So I'll just go somewhere local probably in the morning.
We have MK and Jess are coming this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, but it's literally supposed to rain like all fucking weekend, dude.
Yeah, dude.
The fuck
Yeah,
is that about?
same. We're getting it's nice, sunny all week, and then I think Saturday's cloudy. I don't think it's rain, but it's cloudy.
Oh, dude, from like Friday to next Tuesday, it's like it said 90% chance of rain and fucking thunderstorms. I'm like, of course.
That's booty. That's booty.
Yeah.
That's literally the whole weekend. Is it
Yeah,
the same
dude.
in Myrtle though?
Yeah, I
Gotta
think
be.
it's just like a big storm coming through, but it's just annoying that it's like, all right, the one long weekend we have off of work where everyone can like come down and visit and we'll have time to like hang out by the pool because it'll be warm and all this. It's just like, nope, fuck you. We're gonna fucking downpour for 4 days straight, and I can't even
Yeah,
paint my. It's not even like I can be like, all right, I'll just work on painting my bike because I need it to not be raining to do that.
right. But that'll be cool with them coming down because you can still go and do stuff and like take them to all the spots and whatnot.
Yeah, I told Jess and MK, I was like, listen, first thing we're doing when you get here, we're going across the street and we're getting you a Dreamy Eyes because they actually drink beer, so like I feel like they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Satellite's a cool spot.
Yeah, it's probably my
Y-
favorite spot outside
Yeah,
of like a few bars downtown.
I was actually talking to somebody recently, and they live in Wilmington. They do like real estate down there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, my boy, he lives at this bar. It's like outside with a taco shop." He's like, "Oh, Satellite," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, Satellite." I was like, "I knew it started with an S, but I couldn't think of it." I was like, "Yeah, he lives
Yeah,
right across the street from there," and he was like, "Oh yeah." Then he said whatever your apartment complex was, and I was like, "I don't
South
fucking
Front.
know. It's across the street." Yeah, South Front. But I was like, "Yeah, sure, that's it." He's like, "Yeah, it's actually there's actually not aren't bad spots," and I was like, "No, I know."
Yeah, we actually just signed our lease today, our like to extend our lease. Our rent
Another
only went
year.
up. Yeah, it only well, it's 14 months, so I think this lease will end in July of next year, which
Okay.
is kind of nice. But I mean, who I don't even know. We might even sign again after that. I don't think like unless we have a reason to move. Like we don't really have like a reason to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But our rent only went up like $100 total, so it's like $50 a person more, which isn't bad at all.
Nah.
We
Nah.
were
I'll
like
take that all day.
we were low key afraid of it being like $300 more or whatnot. But like, dude, we've had like two open vacancies like right next to us for like months now, so it's
Right.
not like they're getting people in here. Like, there's not like a wait list by any means.
Yeah, you probably could have been like, "Nah, we want our rent to stay the same," and they might have been interested
They
in letting
probably
you
would have
do
been
that.
like, yeah. Well, if you go on our website now and like look to like lease, it's they have like a special going on they've had for a few months now where it's like you get your first month of rent free. So they must be like struggling to find new people to live here for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not really that expensive though. We only pay like 2,200 a month with utilities included. The only thing outside we
Yeah,
pay
that's not
for
bad
is
for how big it is.
yeah, dude. I mean, we have two bedrooms, two and a half full baths, like a full outdoor area. We have a deck out up top. Like we have enough space for the two of us.
Yeah. No, you guys, I like your spot.
Definitely wouldn't mind more space, but I mean, that's just gonna have to buy a house for that. They're not gonna find much apartments bigger than this.
Right. See, that was the same thing when we were looking for a house. It was like we want a yard, don't want to have to walk the dogs every like all the time. Don't
Yeah,
don't want
that's
to
the
have to take
biggest
the
thing we
dogs out.
want, dude.
Want to let the dogs out, not take the dogs out because there's a
Right.
difference and I don't want to take the dogs out. Um
100%.
and so then yeah, we're everything rents were starting at like 2200 for a house with a yard, right? But it's like at that time it was like instantly people are like, all right, we'll give you 2500, 2800, and Lex and I are like, yeah, dude, we
For
can't fucking
rent?
compete with that. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would you not just buy a house at that point? I mean, I guess if you don't
That's
want
what
to
I
stay in
did.
the area, but like I would never offer somebody $400 more a month just to rent a
It
place,
was
dude.
because of Corona and everybody was trying to get out of New York and they all got
True.
bread. They were
Yeah.
paying New York rents and they were like, all right.
Yeah. New York rent is ridiculous, dude.
And like think about it. Imagine if you're a couple, right? Imagine if you were me and Lex, but instead of me and Lex making the money that we make, we were both making a lot of money in New York City, and maybe we were both paying 2 grand or more in rent in New York City.
Right.
Corona comes, oh, we can go get a house, put our money together, get a house, and we'll be paying less than 3 grand, which is only 1,500 a piece. We're paying less in rent for a house with a yard.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, if it was that,
Kind of
that's like
kind of fucked everybody else that doesn't have like New York City money out of buying
right,
houses like in that
right.
area.
Exactly.
But you guys lucked out. Like your spot's dope. I think it's
Yeah,
perfect for what you guys have.
yeah.
Big
There's a
fat
place.
backyard.
There's a place 2 houses down across the street just sold for 262, which is a little bit more than what we paid, but not much. And so I'm like, all right, I think our place is better. Like might have a better basement, but like I
I don't know. Your
think
basement's pretty fucking sick. Like
yeah, but
carpeted, like fully furnished. Oh, is there's
theirs is
like
bigger and it's just like all open and it's not the floor is like epoxy. Like it's
like my floor?
yeah, kind of, but like if you would put like a finish over it, like a glossy finish.
Ours
Uh,
has the glossy shit on it.
then yeah, just like your floors.
Is that what epoxy is? Just like
I
the
think
clear
so.
coat shit?
I think so, something like that. I don't know, look it
I
up.
uh I would almost
Um,
have the carpet though, dude, because like well, I don't know. It's like ours are easier to clean, but you have to clean them way more often.
but also their basement was like 12 feet tall,
Oh shit.
it was at least 10. It was like a full size basement. Mine's short. Mine's like 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm like a few inches from the roof in here, ceiling, whatever.
Yeah, you couldn't have no
But they don't have the outback shit that we have, or a
I would
fence.
trade a
They don't have a
small I
fence
would trade a
either.
small basement for a fat backyard any day of the week, dude.
They have like a little bit of a yard, but nothing back there. Like I have a whole gym out there.
Yeah,
Plus like all my yard shit, like somewhere to keep all that. You know what I mean?
right.
And they don't have a fence either, and I think the fence adds property value as well.
How is your gym? You liking it?
Yeah, dude, killing myself out there. It's nice. So I was honestly afraid that I was gonna have worse workouts at home. Cause
Because
like
you just
there's
don't have like all the shit.
no, just more so like because of like other people. Like it's not like I see other people and I'm like, oh, I gotta show off. You know what I mean? But
Right.
seeing like I don't want to like fail in front of other people. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it definitely motivates you when you're around other people, for
Right.
sure.
And so I kind of thought like not having that, like maybe I wouldn't like really be trying as hard, but complete opposite, bro.
Yeah.
I get out there because I bring my speaker out there, right? And like I got my music blasting. It's not just like in my ears. Like I got my music blasting out there, and like I can do all the stuff that I want to do. And like I don't even need a sauna because it's so hot. I don't have any like a fan or anything out there, so like it gets hot in there. I sweat my dick off. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, so I like it. My workouts have definitely been better, and like I'm able to do like more mobility stuff. I feel like, and like I don't know,
That's
just
dope.
been good.
That's kind of how I felt when I was living at home with my parents' basement gym. I was like, dude, it's so nice because like I could just blast my music and I have all the space to myself. Like I don't have to worry about like waiting for anything, and I like
Yeah,
just can have my
dude.
shirt off and
Somebody in my town is giving away a rowing machine for free. They're like, dude, it works. It's fine. I just never use it. If you want it, it's free. And I'm
no
like,
shit.
I don't have a way to get it here. I might literally spend $20, rent a truck from Home Depot and pick it up.
Doesn't your boy AJ have a truck? See if he can help.
Yeah, that's just like that's like a
Far?
long ways to get a yeah.
Yeah.
He lives like 45 minutes from me, so it's like a hike just to
Make
get
a
a
day
truck.
out of it, dudes. Be like, come down, help me move this, and then let's go golf.
Nah, I don't know. He works weird hours. I don't know. We'll see.
That he does like the construction shit or plumbing.
Yeah,
What does he do?
He does electric. He's an electrician. He actually just started his own company. He hasn't like done much with it, but he's got like an Instagram. He's got business cards, shit like that.
Oh, that's dope.
Um, but he works like in the union as an electrician, and I think like he just works weird hours. He works on roofs and stuff like that, putting units in, and I
Window
don't know.
units.
Yeah, but like bigger for like he works for like schools and like township
Yeah,
buildings and shit like
yeah.
that. And sometimes like the other day he was like, "Yep, another night, another roof," and it was like 6 p.m. He was like clocking in.
Damn. I
Yeah,
mean, I feel like
but
you
then
got to do
sometimes he works normal hours too.
the roofing at night power move because during the
Yeah,
day, dude, is brutal.
yeah, dude. He's like, "Bro, I'm up there in the summer, and it's like literally like
Dude,
my
your shoes are like
boots are
melting to the
melting to
roof.
the roof."
Yeah. Yep. That's how I paid for my first BMX bike. I did 2 summer roofing jobs with my stepdad at the time, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna bang out these jobs, and I'll have enough to buy my bike, and then I'll go back to working at the golf course because the golf course I was making $7 an hour. It would have taken me fucking so long to save up money for this bike. So I was like, all right,
Right.
I'll bang these out, dude. I remember being up there for like 3 hours on the first day and just being like looking at them, being like, holy fuck, dude, you do this every day? He's just like, yep. With
Yep.
his fucking tool belt and all this heavy shit on. I'm like, God damn, bro, bringing up like the shingles up up the ladder and all this. I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
dude. Yeah.
I know why I'm making more money doing this now. It's a lot harder
I'm
than filling up
fucking
golf
busting
cars.
my ass.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
earning this
dude.
BMX bike.
Yeah. The
And then I
roof
got that
on
bike and broke it in like 2 months. Was like, all right, I need a better bike.
the gym out back, that that was tough. It was really steep. It was like steeper than most roofs are
Like a
supposed to be.
steeple, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um and so I couldn't stand on it. So I had to like do it from the ground as much as I could, right? Until I couldn't reach anymore on a ladder. And then I had like my waist like on at the peak, and I would just like hang
Oh, like
the
hanging
front half
off
of my
the
body.
top.
I would hang down and do them upside down, bro. Like 2/3 of the way up the
Did you have a
side.
nail gun and all that, or were you doing it all
Yeah, I
manually, like
had a
with a
nail
hammer?
gun. My uncle has a nail gun, so I was able to borrow that.
Nice.
It's like a special like roofing nail gun because it's not. I
Yeah.
mean, there's different nails.
Right. The
But
super
yeah,
like small flat ones.
yeah. Um, so I was at least I had that, dude. It would have taken me forever if I didn't have a nail gun. I mean, I
Imagine
had
doing
to
a roof
nail
with
the
a hammer.
plywood in. I know. Well, I had to nail the plywood in with a hammer. My boy AJ was like, "Dude, you're a bum. Get a nail gun." And I'm like, "I'm not getting a nail gun for this."
For one project, yeah.
But the lean-to roof was easy because that one's pretty much flat.
Right.
I'll take that all day.
It's such a like an accomplishing feeling when you do projects like that too. Like even just doing my bike, dude, I was out there like fucking removing the paint and sanding it down and taking it apart. I was like, there's something just like masculine about doing like hands-on work.
Yeah, dude, it feels good. We don't
Feels
do
good.
enough of it. Too
Yeah.
much on our phones, not enough outside doing things.
Facts. Did you see my text to Lex in the group chat today where she's like, "Hey, I miss you. How are you?" And I was like, "Oh, living the dream of staring through a computer screen every single day of my life."
Yeah, bro. So today was like my most productive day. I think maybe ever
At work or just in general?
in general, dude. Like I woke up, cleaned up dog poop, dug up 2 pipes, mowed the lawn, and then came inside, checked my phone, didn't have any messages, mowed the lawn, came inside, checked my phone, didn't have any messages, weed whacked everywhere, an edge because I can edge with like my weed whacker, just kind of turn it on the side,
Turn it on side,
and
yeah.
then went inside and I was like, all right, have messages. It's noon. I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna do some work. So then I had a couple calls, right? Like did my calls, did a little bit of work, whatever, went back outside, finished like where I have the garbage cans now, came back inside, had a message, like did a little bit of work, like showered up, did a little bit of work, and I was like, dude, I was literally doing shit all day, like inside and outside, productive as fuck, and like now I get to go chill and like do a podcast, which is also gonna be productive, and then my night will be over. I'll hang out after that.
Dude, it's the best feeling when you're like you have a day like that and you just like even days that you aren't productive, like the 2 Fridays ago when I took off from work and just like went golfing by myself. Like golfing's not productive, but I'm like still out doing things and like I feel like I'm not just sitting in my room staring at a screen. Like I'm feeling accomplished with what I'm doing. Went and
Yeah.
golfed, fucking came home, did some cleaning around the house, like got my plants all in check. Fucking by the way, had my first tomato off our plant today because it just like fell off because our
Mhm.
plants fell over during our storm when we were gone.
Right.
But
Right.
fucking juicy ass tomato, and I was like, damn,
Good
that's good.
shit.
Like fresh fucking fruit. Well, it's technically a fruit, but fresh tomato out of the garden. It's just such a good feeling, dude. And especially like now that summer's come around, like where it's not like just dreary and cold and wet all the time. Like just the warm weather just adds to it so much.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
I
That's the thing about golf. It's like you're kind of wasting time, but you're not. It's like such like even though we like it's not very therapeutic, it is like self-care. Like just like getting out, being in nature and like moving your body and stuff like that. Like
I
take
would
that all
argue that
day.
it is super therapeutic, dude. I mean, depending on
I
like
just meant how like, the way that I curse at myself and shit like that.
right.
The
But like
anger
that,
that it makes
it,
that it gives me.
yeah, it definitely invokes some anger. But like also, it's just I would rather do that than sit at my desk all day and like have a productive
Every
work
day,
day.
dude. Every day. I was golfing with these two randoms last week and they were like, yeah, they were talking about like not having a great day, blah blah blah, and I was like, well, dude, beats a day at work,
Yeah,
right? right, dude? Like
every time, dude.
every day on the golf course, a bad day on the golf course beats a day at
The
work.
bad day on the golf course beats the best day at work
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
I was thinking, like, I know, like, you have a whole ass child and stuff now, but I want to get the boys back down here. Um, Maybe in like July or August for a long weekend, play some golf and do what we did last year. I probably won't be able to drive anywhere, so might have to have you guys come to
Facts.
me.
Yeah, that's probably not something I'm gonna be able to do in
Yeah,
July.
I figured as much. Hey
Um,
JT, nice to see you. I'm out of here.
yeah. No, that would be dope. I still think you should do it. I'm just not gonna be there. Um,
Yeah, I want to get Andy down here. I know he was when you guys were here before we left for Savannah,
yeah,
he was like, "Dude, I fucking love this place. Like, I want to come down more."
yeah, yeah.
It's like, "You should, bro. We got the room."
Exactly. And it's not as far for him.
No, not at all. It's only like from him. It's only like 6 hours, which really
Not
isn't that
bad.
bad.
No. I mean, it's like, a long distance relationship.
Yeah, 6 hours. It's like I can see you every now, like every few weekends, maybe. That's what my brother Jordan and his girlfriend do. She goes to VCU and he goes to school up in Rochester, and they get like pretty much just get to see each other like once a month.
How'd they
I
meet?
honestly, so they actually met at I don't know what like event it was, but it was one of those like cosplaying anime conventions. Like she was cosplaying
Really?
at one of them, and so was he, and they met there, and then they've been dating for like 8 or 9 months now. But yeah, she seems cool. I've met her a few times.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool to. It's like I was like, dude, it's dope. Like that you met her at like the thing that you love to do the most. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
all
yeah.
instantly know you have like one thing in common that's like your favorite thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
basically the same person. They're good for each other.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
It's important to be into the same stuff.
Yeah, that very dude. And I didn't realize that until I started dating Maggie. I was like, "Oh, this is what it's like to like be with somebody who you actually want to do things with that you like enjoy doing."
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole different
Yeah.
feeling.
And like
Um,
there's some stuff that Lex does that I don't love, like
right,
not
and
that I don't like that she
that's
does
true
them,
for
right?
everyone.
But like
Yeah,
just
you're
that
just
I
not
don't like I
interested
don't
in
love to do it myself.
right.
But I still do it. Like Lex likes hot air balloon festivals and like I could give two shits. Like they're cool, so like I'll go, right? Like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna give a fuss and like she really likes them, so let's go. And it's gonna be
yeah,
beautiful. We're gonna get a good sunset when we're there. Like, let's go.
right.
I'm down. But like if I wasn't with her, I would not be going to a hot air balloon festival. I guarantee fucking to you.
Dude,
Um
yep. The same way
so
with same way with going to Target. Like Maggie loves just randomly going to Target and walking around. Wouldn't catch me doing that by myself, but I love
no.
doing it with her just because it's like one, it's something to do, and two, like she enjoys it, so why would I not?
Yeah. I don't mind the Target trips at all. Now, I
I get
mean
to
for the
look at
most part,
Legos. You kidding me?
I mean, I just here's the thing. Dude, what I like to do is get a little high before shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you walk around, you observe things a lot more and you're just like kind of chilling baked and you're
Yeah.
like and like I find stupid things to make fun of in like the makeup
Yep.
aisle and I'm
Yep.
like and then I'm just laughing and I'm enjoying it, right? And like if I go to Target, I get a nice coffee too.
Oh
All
yeah, the
right, now we're
Starbucks and
talking.
Target is clutch, dude. I
Starbucks is
remember
a rip off, but whatever.
oh,
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
there, so I'm gonna have it.
Yeah. It definitely I'm spoiled like in Wilmington with the coffee shops around us cuz like
Yeah,
real good coffee and like we get that all the time, but then when there's only a Starbucks around, I'm like, like when we were driving to Cancun Airport or Raleigh Airport, we had to stop on our way cuz we left at like 4 a.m. and we were both like, dude, need a coffee, like this is going to be a rough morning. Only thing available was Starbucks, and I was like, all right, I'll settle. And it hit the spot because it was a coffee, but like if I could have
yeah,
had like fucking a bodega coffee even one
yeah,
downtown would have
dude.
been
There's
nice.
this. So I was gonna say best case scenario when we go shopping, we stop at Wawa and we get Wawa iced coffees because they're banging.
Yeah,
But there's this place by me that has coffee that's good. They're at the farmers market, and I'll stop like they're one of my first stops at the farmers market every time I'm there. And I just get a cold brew, black cold brew, and it's so good. Their cold brew is really good. Sometimes cold brew is like real bitter, but theirs isn't. It
yeah.
doesn't have any bitterness. It's nice.
Is it like
Um,
a truck, like a coffee
no,
truck?
they're like a brick and mortar place, but they just have
Oh,
like
nice.
a spot at the farmers market, so they bring like this little like wagon type deal. Then it has cold brew like kegs in there, and then they have beans for sale. They might have some hot coffee for sale as well, but it's usually warm when I go, so I always get a cold brew.
Yeah,
Four bucks though for fucking black coffee
can't
with
beat it.
ice.
Can't. Oh, that's a lot for just regular black coffee.
With
Nothing
ice,
added.
$4. Yeah, dude. And then I just give them a dollar tip, so it's $5.
It's actually not bad, I guess, depending on the size. Coffee's definitely gotten
Yeah, they're pretty big.
expensive.
Yeah, it has. It really has.
I
Um,
remember one time we went shopping. It was around Christmas time, and Maggie wanted to go to Hobby Lobby. I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna smoke before we go, not knowing what I was walking into. And we walk into Hobby Lobby, dude. And have you ever been in one of those?
nah.
Dude, it's like just pretty much it's like a Home Goods but cheaper a little bit and like smaller. So like all the aisles are super tight. There's glass everywhere. There's fucking families, like there's moms and kids running around and just like it's so congested. I walked in there, dude, and I was like baked and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is like my version of hell, dude." I'm sitting there like shoulder to shoulder with like women and just like strangers, and I'm sitting there and Maggie's like, "Oh, what about these ornaments?" And I'm like, "Yeah, those are nice." Like those are cool. And then
Whatever.
after 10 minutes, I'm like, Maggie, I'm struggling, dude. Like, I
I'm gonna
have
go.
the
I'm gonna go
craziest.
outside.
Yeah, I need to go get some fresh air. So then we ended up after that we went to a Five Below, and it was so much nicer, dude. Just
Oh
like
hell yeah, Five Below's a
what?
vibe.
Yeah, Five Below is the shit. It's like Hobby Lobby is like the equivalent of like a white woman's Ollie's. Have you ever been in an Ollie's?
No.
Dude, Ollie's. I remember Shane, Jake, and I got high once, and we walked into Ollie's, and it's pretty much just like they have literally everything. Like they have a whole section where you could buy rug, a bunch of like house stuff, like toys, like anything you can think of, and it's all dirt.
Interesting.
It's all dirt cheap. We
And food
walked
and
in there.
everything too.
No, it's more like a tchotchkes kind of place, like just like cheap shit, no toys or
Okay.
no food. But we walked
Okay.
in there and it's super colorful, so like everything is just like sale, buy now, like dumb cheap. It's just like
Right.
in your
Right.
face type shit. We walked in there and Shane just looked at me and did his classic like Shane giggle. I was like, yes, dude. Like that is exactly how I feel right now. Like overwhelmed, but in a good way, where it's just like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And it's
Yeah,
always
I
like they
love
never
Shane,
have
dude.
the
I
AC working, so it's always hot in there.
I love Shane. I hit him up the other day. I was like, dude, I just realized that like you don't know this, but I'm having a kid. I was like, everybody else knows, but like you're not in any groups of anything, so you
Right.
don't know that. Um, and then yeah, we were just talking. I was like, I figured I should probably reach out and tell you you're still like one of my best friends. You're a homie.
What
I
do you
love
say?
you.
Oh, little Bates on running around.
Yeah, he's like, yo, dude, that's dope. Congratulations, man.
Hell yeah. There's gonna be one day when JT like finally meets Shane. You'll be like, "This is Uncle Shane," and Shane's gonna be like,
Uncle
"Yo,
Shaner.
yo, what's up,
Uncle
dude?"
Shaner, dude. I literally was like, bro, if my kid was Shane, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, especially like in today's environment where
Yeah,
he's just
dude.
like, "Fuck it,
Like
dude. I'm just living."
I'm just gonna do what I love to do and I'm gonna live and enjoy life and I'm not gonna do like necessarily like what society
What?
wants me to do, right? And
Yes.
like but he also has like such a genuine pure heart and he's like such a good person. Bro,
Yeah.
yeah, sign me up. I'll take Shane as a kid all day.
Hey Shane, you want to just be my kid?
Well, I think it's a little too late for that.
He's got the Benjamin Button disease.
Oh, all right.
Shane's like
It's like
60, but he looks like a 4-year-old.
that just sucks because then you go into diapers.
Well, you go into diapers either way. I feel like you get old
Well,
enough.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Adult diapers. Who knows?
Maybe you just got to do sphincter exercises. Why'd I say it like that?
In
Sphincter.
and out. In out. Just gotta
how
fucking.
how hard can you clench?
How hard
How
can you
low
clench your
can you go?
sphincter? We should tweet that out on our Twitter. Hey, from tonight's episode, how hard do you guys clench your sphincter? I know Mayo's gonna hit me up like 4 days from now and be like, dude, I can clench my sphincter mad hard.
My sphincter clenches for sure. For
My
sure.
sphincter clenched and it hasn't been unclenched since.
That's right.
I have the world's strongest sphincter.
Mayo, dude, let it loose, man. You're all backed
let
up
it
in
rip, dude.
there.
You probably got some farts you gotta let out.
Yeah. I will not.
I will not. I took an oath.
This is the way.
So why do you think I've been wearing this helmet my entire life?
Man, you're not wearing a helmet. Fucking takes his face off. He's got like a little.
Still tight.
He's got like a little baby head inside of his human head.
Mayo, I didn't know you looked like that. This is the way.
We can make skits for Rick and Morty.
We really could, dude. It would be so. Oh, speaking of not Rick and Morty, but you know that show I showed you and Lex a few months ago? I Think You Should Leave, where it was just like that dumb skit show on Netflix.
Yes.
The season 2 trailer dropped today. I haven't watched it yet, but season 2 is
Me
coming
either.
out soon. That's gonna be such a high guy fucking experience, dude. I can't wait.
Speaking of shows, Bupkis, not
Yes,
bad, dude. I
fucking
like
great, dude.
Bupkis.
How far did you get into it?
Finish them all.
Oh, nice. What was your favorite episode?
Ooh, I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
But it hasn't been picked up for season 2 yet, so we got to spread the word.
We need to spread the word. We start on this show. Like, if you're
Yeah.
listening and you haven't watched Bupkis on Peacock, go and watch it.
Bupkis on
Please.
Peacock. Yeah, it's
Pete
Dave. What's
Davidson.
his face? Pete Davidson.
Dave Matthews.
Dave Peterson. Instead of Pete Davidson.
Dude, the episode where he goes to Miami and has like his posse with him, and it's like it's
Yes.
pretty much like Fast and Furious spoof.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Shane Gillis's character in that episode is fucking pure comedy, dude. Whereas
Shane's
like
good.
where they're trying to find the rat and it ends up being him, and at the end where
Yeah.
Pete's like telling him he has to go, and he just like turns around, he's like, dude, it's so perfect. I like the part where they're
It's
like
good.
racing the cars, chasing the paparazzi, and they're all like talking to each other. And at one point, Shane's just like, "Wait, how can we hear each other?"
Yeah. Wait, how can we hear each other?
And he's just like always sucking Pete's dick because he wants to be part of the crew. It's like,
Yeah.
Pete's a great guy, dude. No, he's a great guy. They're all just like looking at him.
Man.
Yeah, dude, great show.
No, it's good. I like the very last scene reminded me of high school because it's like him ripping the Mercedes and like listening to Kid Cudi, and it was me and like Wig ripping in the Beamer listening to Kid Cudi.
Yep.
All the
Yep.
time, dude. It was really, and then he went and flipped it.
Yeah. I like the end.
That
the
that
end
whole
scene.
thing was crazy, dude. MGK going to rehab with him and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like the whole show is just like twists and turns. It's crazy. It's like
It
what?
really
It's
is,
so
dude.
random.
And it's like we watched the first episode, and I was like, I love Pete Davidson, so I was like finding ways to like it. And after, I'm not gonna lie, after the first episode, I wasn't really that impressed. But then we watched like the second and third and fourth, and I just like fell in love with it like way more like as it kept going.
Yeah, I agree. We watched like 1 or 2 off the rip. And then we're like, all right, we'll watch like 3 and 4, and then we watch 5 and 6, and then we watch 7, and then we watch 5, 6, 7, and then we watch 8. And like, yeah, after the first like 3, I was like, no, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I'm down. So yeah, gotta get him back for season 2.
The end of the Need for or the Fast and Furious episode where they like line up the cars at the end and they all get out and like walk into the front, and Pete's just like, did we just kill somebody? And he just pukes like all over the floor.
Yeah.
Guy has like a fucking RPG. What's his name? Crispy.
Yeah. Crispy.
It's gonna get crispy. They're like going into that like fucking super sketchy like jewelry store to start it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
that
in a
dude
rundown
was a
gas
fraud.
station. Yeah, big time. Speaking of other shows, we haven't watched the latest episode of Dave, but the newest one
Ooh.
comes out tomorrow. We haven't watched the Met Gala one yet. Have you seen that?
It's good.
With Jack Harlow?
I actually had a question for you about it, but you won't have an answer for it until after you see this
Until
episode.
next episode. Yeah. Unfortunately.
No, but it's pretty good. So your last episode was the one with Robin, and they have the surprise party and all that, and he's
Yeah,
like, he fucking
at his
crashes
house.
riding the bike.
Yeah, dude, when Dave was like, they smoke the joint and he gets way too high, and the
Yeah.
dog starts barking, and he's just like curled up. He's like, how does he know? Dude, I've never fucking related to something so hard in my life because that's like how it is when you get too high. It's like you think everybody knows you're too high,
Yeah, yeah.
especially dogs. Like,
I don't think I've ever been as high. Well, I probably have, but he was really high. He
yeah,
was
he
like
was.
down for the count for like a day and a half.
Yeah, I've never been like down for the count, but I've definitely like gone to bed
Been
and
too
woken up
high.
still high. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I've definitely woken up high too. It's kind of nice
like after
that I
we
don't
ate
have to
those
wake and
brownies
bake.
in Florida, we woke up and went to our game, and I was so high I still forgot my shin cards.
I love edibles, dude. Edibles are kind of the best way to get high, but like they take too long to hit,
Yeah,
and
I don't
sometimes they're
know, dude.
unpredictable.
So when Carl showed up and he copped butt off some guy in Mexico, and it was like the janky Mexican bud, but it was like instant like 2012 Wiz Khalifa, like smelled like old school weed, and it was just perfect, dude. It
Yeah,
was money, bro.
yeah.
And he just like
I
his girlfriend rolled up like 3 or 4 of them, and we just played volleyball and smoked them like once every 40 minutes or so, and it was immaculate vibes.
That's amazing. I wish I was there for that.
Yeah, it was
Not
great.
anything else. I just wish I was there for that. Um, I found like an old weed baggie when I was doing yard work, like, one of the small ones that I would get back in high school, and I was just like, wow, that
Take me
brings you
back.
back.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Yeah, there's just like not like especially like people like obviously like, I say when we have kids, but you literally have one like about to come any day now. But
Yeah.
like when they're like 14, 15 and they start smoking weed, it's not going to be the same. Like they're going to have the like high grade fucking put you on a different planet type shit, dude. Like they're not going to experience the fucking
Yep. And it's fucking
jank.
so mainstream now, so they're not gonna be like hiding it from their parents and shit like that.
Right, right.
You can kind of just
Not
do
gonna.
it now.
I saw a meme the other day and it was like, back when I was your age, I had to smoke weed like 2 acres back behind a Taco Bell before going into the movies. Nowadays, kids are in the movie theater just ripping their pen. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, literally. I saw Theo Vaughn was talking. He was like, back in my day, like if you wanted to get into nicotine, bro, you had to smoke a cigarette. He's like, we
Yeah.
didn't have none of this fruity tooty, like
Fruity
yeah, it's
Tooty
like all these
vapes
funny
and
names. He's like, we didn't have all these like vapes with all these different flavors, and we were smoking lavender and vanilla or nothing like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He's like, I had to smoke a real cigarette like a fucking man if I wanted to get nicotine.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of, I have a confession I have to make on this podcast.
You're vaping
So,
again.
no.
He's back on the
Well,
vape.
no, not back on the vapes. Before we left for Mexico, Maggie and I were like, we're going to be on vacation, like going to be drinking. Do we want to treat ourselves to just one? So we decided to get one each for the week of Mexico. And we're in Mexico with our vapes and we're hitting our vapes and stuff. And I think it was like after the second night, like we just like were laying in bed and I had this thought going through my head and then she said it and she was like, I'm kind of glad we did this because this doesn't do shit for me. And I was just like, yes, dude, like being off of it for so long, like now that I'm just like, what, like, just reinforce the point. Because, like, occasionally will get cravings now and then, be like, oh, vape hit would be nice right now. But, like, we had a vape and it was just like, kind of glad we don't do this anymore, dude. It's kind of shitty. Like,
That's
doesn't make
good
us
shit.
feel any better. And yeah, I have started, like, when I golf now, I have these Zyn pouches. They're like the little, like, pouches that you just put in under your lip. And those are nice because you can just kind of chill with them. But other than that, dude, like, I don't know how, like, I don't know why I was doing that shit for so long. Because it literally just, you don't even get a head high from it after a while. You're just like, I'm just doing this, and it's just like burning a hole in my pocket financially. Pretty much all it is.
Yeah, and burning a hole in your lungs.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I
that
say
too.
I say cheap joints on this podcast.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad we did that, and it just kind of reinforced the overall point of, yeah, it's probably for the best that we got off that shit.
Yeah, it's definitely for the best that you got off that shit.
Because I know Jordan and Mayo both hit me up before I left because they were there before us, and they're like, "Yo, Venmo me, and or I'll Venmo you if you get us a vape." So I copped one for Mayo and Jordan, and
Mm,
got there, and I was like, "Man, glad I don't do this anymore." It just like tastes like shit. Like the first few hits are nice, but then it just starts to taste like shit, and you're just like, "This is all just like, what's the word
for
I'm looking
what?
for?" Well, it's just like not because I want nicotine. It's just there. You know what I
Habit.
mean? Like, yeah, it's just a habit. It's not doing anything for me. Like, if I want to hit something, I want to like a cigar. I'm hitting it because one is like usually like a special occasion or like we're celebrating something or something
Yeah,
like
like I'm
that.
gonna have a cigar when this baby's born.
Yeah, or like if I'm smoking a joint, it's because I want to like get high with my friends. It's not
Right,
just
like
purely out of
this.
habit. Exactly.
So I can get high with
Exactly
my
like that.
friends.
Right. Precisely.
I wish I could pass this to you through the camera. Zoop.
Just open up a portal, Rick Portal gun. Here you go.
Or what if I just had to like put it on here?
And I just
Hit my filter.
Did you roll that yourself?
No, I used a little guy. I could have rolled it myself. I actually this was
No, I
I
meant
only
like
have
the filter part.
yeah, but it's like they're like raw filters. So you
Oh,
just like
okay.
rip one off and
Rip
it
it
has
off
like
and
5 like fold lines on where to fold it and
yeah.
then you just roll it. I actually
That's
only
the
have 2
best way to
left after
smoke,
this
dude.
one.
That's the best way to do it. Shane and I used to get those and then get like the flavored papers and then just put them in that little roller machine. It's the best way. You could whip one up in 15 seconds, dude. It's
So
so
quick,
nice.
dude. So quick.
Yeah. And it's like the perfect size for a little personal guy.
Dude, like Lex will be like, "Oh, like how long is it going to take you to roll a joint?" And I'll be like, "Well, if I don't have to grind up bud like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If I have to grind up bud maybe
Max.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
If you
And
want me
then
to
you
be
just
quick like that, I could do it."
Salt bay that shit right in, make sure it's nice and even.
Yeah.
Fucking slide it in and boop boop boop, you're done.
It's
But you got
money.
to make the noise when you do it. You got to go boop boop boop.
Oh, I haven't been boop boop booping.
Come on, dude.
I'll get on the boop boop, don't
All
worry.
right, thanks. That's all I ask.
Um, I like rolling joints every now and again just to do it.
I never could. I could never do it. I could roll blunts, but I couldn't do joints. I don't know why. I think the paper's too thin for my fingers.
It's really funny. Most people think that joints are harder to roll. I think blunts are so much harder to roll.
Really? I feel like there's more
Yeah.
paper for you to work with to like get it tight instead of like if
Nah.
you fuck up a joint, like you're fucked.
Nah. See, because the blunt wrap is thinner all the way. Like it's longer, but it's not as tall. I don't think.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on what like kind of paper you have.
And I
I
feel like
remember
the joint
trying it.
papers, like they won't like it's not a leaf, so it's not gonna like rip or anything.
Right.
Like they're pretty movable. I think joint papers are.
I remember trying it like 2 or 3 times and then being like, ah, fuck, I can't do it. And then like months later, I'm like, all right, let's try it again. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I can't do it. So I just gave up.
Yeah. There's the profile picture from the Come Cod with Me group. I need you to go look at it. That's me, absolutely
Oh, is that you
bombed.
sitting on the grass?
Sitting on the grass with my
Yeah.
Hurley hat on, dude, no
Yep.
shirt, looking thick as hell. I was trying to roll a joint on my cooler and I couldn't, dude. I mangled it all up, brother. It was bad.
Dude, that is a top 5 Kenny picture of all time. I have it saved in
Yeah,
my phone.
yeah. Doobie
Oh,
actually just sent out her Dodge Cella invite.
I saw that. She sent it to me, and I was like, "Who the fuck is your graphic designer?" She's like, "That would be my fat ass."
um, I probably am not gonna go to that either, but I might do. We'll see who goes. Maybe Lex and I will make a surprise
Yeah,
appearance with
I haven't been
JT.
to one. I haven't been to one yet, but I told her I would try and make this one if I could. But it's just hard with our Maggie's and mine work schedule. I don't know if she's gonna
Yeah,
be like just starting school.
right, right. Yeah. They're fun, dude. The last one was fun. I was surprised. Like Sean and Nick and Carl were all there. Carl didn't surprise me, but Sean and Nick definitely surprised me.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them boys. I haven't seen them for a hot minute.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a good time. I always have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're around our people, you're gonna have a good time. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it
Exactly.
is.
That's just the way it is. What do you want to talk about?
We got a lot of sports to catch up
Pick a
on, don't
sport,
we?
any sport. Pick a sport.
Let's start with baseball. Get that out of the way.
Okay, terrible. I hate the Phillies. They won today. Trey Turner, for the first time this year, did something good. He hit a 2-run dinger in the bottom of the ninth to tie it up. Alec Boehm, walk-off single, RBI single in the bottom 10. Um, Boehm's nice, dude. He pinch hit last night. Got two RBI, single or double, to tie the game up. The Phillies then proceeded to give up a run or two, ended up losing. Last
Who are they
night when the
playing?
game ended, the Diamondbacks,
Diamondbacks are kind of nice.
they're okay. Last night when the game ended on the post game, they were talking. They said that the Phillies had 39 innings where they scored like two or more runs or something like that, or where they scored this year, and 20 times the bullpen has given up runs the next half inning.
Oh man, can't hold the lead.
Yeah, yeah, it's
That's
bad,
tough.
dude. The Phillies are bad. They're not good. They're like a handful of solid players, and that's the end of it. Like they're
Weren't they
not
like
good
this last year
together.
though?
Yeah, but they're just bad. Like I don't know.
They're gonna have to
And dude,
late
Bohm's got
run.
to stop playing first base. I can't take it.
Yeah, I saw your tweet about that the other day.
Yeah, bro, he's playing third and runner on first, like kind of like slow bouncer that didn't like come off the bat very well. And he looked at second, and just like that split second it took to look at second, he ended up not getting the runner at first. And it's like, and the announcers are like, "Oh well, like he's got to know like
You're not gonna have a
that
chance at the guy's
that you
second.
don't like when the ball's coming that slow off the bat, like you don't have a chance there, and you got to get it to first in a hurry." But like that just comes with experience, and it's like, well, then why isn't he playing third every day? Why is he playing first base half of his games? Well, we're going to
Yeah,
have Reese. Reese is back next year, and Bohm, is if everything goes well, Bohm never sniffs first again.
yeah. You guys got to sign like a some guy who can hold it down at first base. Doesn't have to be a Gold Glover by any means, but can like knows how to play the position and can DH on some nights. You know what I mean? Just for the year, like
Yeah,
The Yanks had that for before Rizzo when Luke Voigt was always hurt. They
yeah,
just always had a guy like Matt Carpenter, DJ LeMahieu. They can hold it down at first base, but that's not like their primary position. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to go out and get a premier first baseman when you know
right.
that Reese is going to be back next year anyway.
Can we get IKF? He seems to play everywhere.
He plays everywhere but first base.
Well, what the fuck?
He even
I
plays
think he can
catcher.
figure it out, dude. I think he can
He's
hold it down.
athletic enough. I've actually grown to like enjoy IKF as a utility guy because he
Oh,
holds
how
it
the
down in left field.
turntables.
The
He
turns have
holds it
tabled
down
on
wherever you
IKF.
ask him to.
Right. And like we don't need him at shortstop anymore. We have our shortstop and it's like that's all we asked last year was like get him off shortstop. He can't play shortstop. He plays a mean third base as long like with DJ. DJ plays a good third base. Josh Johnson's a Gold Glove third baseman, so third base is fine. We don't have a left fielder right now. Our biggest hole in our team right now is probably left field. But even when he's out in left field, I think he's playing there tonight. But he holds it down, dude. Like he's athletic enough to play left field. His bat's not great, but
Dude,
he's
he's
gonna run into
literally
some
your nine
stretches.
batter.
Right.
Like he's like and you kind of know that and you should have enough offense elsewhere in the lineup.
Right. And the Yanks finally do. Like, we're getting healthy again. We've won 5 in a row. Our pitching is getting healthy. Sevy's back. Judge is on a fucking mission again. Like, his regress, he hasn't regressed from last year so far, which is fucking crazy because everybody and their mother, even me, like, Yankees fans were expecting him to regress. And, he put
Yeah.
up a historic year last year. It's like, you're not going to be able to do that back to back. That just doesn't happen. And he's doing it at a better pace than he was last year. Last night was incredible, dude. We started a 3-game set with the O's, and they have them and the Rays have the second and third best bullpen in the MLB behind the Yankees, and we've shown in both series that we can hit both of their pens, which is very encouraging. Um, Especially, dude, they have this guy. The O's have this guy. I think his name's like Yennier, Yenier Cano has the most disgusting changeup I have ever seen, dude. It's like it will literally start belt high or like chest high as a fastball and just fucking drop, dude. Like he had Judge a few times last night, like way out in front, and I think he has like a .14 ERA with that changeup, which is crazy. Like he's given up like 4 hits all year with it. They have that, and then they have their closer Bautista, who's just as nasty. And we ended up hitting him around last night, and Judge hit a fucking game tying home run in the bottom of the ninth, and then the young kid Anthony Volpe came through and hit a walk-off sac fly, which was good to see. Just a grinded out victory last night. Like starting to see some character out of the Yanks. Climbing the ranks. I think we're still in third, but we're only like 2 games behind the O's now, which is nice. If we can sweep the O's, we'll be right on the tails of the Rays, who just got demolished by the Blue Jays last night, like 20-1 or some shit like that. Um, But the Yanks are back to being like a solid baseball team, which is good because I honestly was at a point this year with them where I was almost like,
Dude,
dude,
you guys
I just
weren't
don't
even
know if we're good.
500.
Yeah, or we were. I think we were like our best record for a while was like one game under or one game over 500, and we couldn't like just win a series or go out and win consecutive games. But we're back, and I kind of like I posted a funny TikTok the other day to my page about how I was flaming Cashman for the construction of this roster a few weeks ago, but like now
Oh
that guys are
yeah.
getting healthy again and all this, like kind of starting to see like what the end goal of this team is, and it's been nice to see. So let's just keep it rolling, Yanks. Let's get into the All-Star break. Let's get Carlos Rodon back from injury, dude. I want to see what he's all about. Like that was like outside of Judge, he was like our huge signing, and like super excited about him. But then like he pitched 4 innings in spring training, and we haven't seen him since. So excited to get him back and see what he's all about, and get the pitching rotation locked down. Sevy's back, like I said. But vibes are high in Yankee land right now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are sitting in the second wild card spot right now.
Yeah, I expect to win the AL East still. Like I don't
Yeah, I
think the
think
Rays
that's a
are as
good
good as
expectation.
I don't think the Rays are as good as they started. I think they started out hot, but obviously they were going to come back down to earth, which they kind of have already. And I think they're very catchable. We're only like 5.5 games back from them, I think, right now, or
You're only
6,
5 games back.
5 games. Yeah,
Yeah, and still so much baseball left.
yeah, dude. It's May. Like that's easily obtainable.
Yeah. Phillies, dude, they're 6.5 back in the East, and they're 2 games back in the wild cards. Like, that's the thing. It's like they could easily like make the playoffs, and like that's all they needed last year. They just needed to get in.
Right.
But they got to
The
turn it around,
Mets
dude.
the Mets are helping them out, dude. The Mets aren't having a great start to the year either, right?
Nah, but I mean, yeah, the Mets are 25 and 24. The Phils are 23 and 26. And between them, Miami is 24 and 25.
What's Atlanta at? What are they sitting at?
29 and 19.
Yes, that division is still wide open. It's not
Yeah,
by far not have
except for
blown out of the water.
Washington. They're probably not
Oh,
going to win
yeah.
it.
Yeah. What are the A's? Have they won 10 games yet?
The A's, yes, they have. They're 10 and 40.
Oh my god, dude.
uh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
uh, 21 and a half games back for the AL West.
Wow, that's like disturbingly bad.
Yeah. Um, but speaking of pitching and good pitching, Taiwan Walker, like he's been decent for us. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been, terrible.
Right.
He's got a nice curveball, dude. He throws his curveballs like 71 miles an hour, 12.6. Like it kind of just like falls, and it's like,
One of those knee buckler curveballs.
yeah, dude, it's
Yeah,
nice. It's nice. It doesn't have a lot of side to side. It just drops.
up and down.
But it's so slow, dude. Because I mean, he's in the 90s with his fastballs, and then he's like 71 consistent with the curveball.
Yeah.
Um, it's nice. I like his curve, but
That change in velocity is like that
tough.
dude, well, not only that, but it can be a game changer from you being a AAA pitcher to an MLB pitcher. Like if you have a fastball that's sitting like 93, 94, but then have like a slider at like 82, like it doesn't have to have crazy break as long as you can consistently hit your spots with that change in velocity, like you're going to be a good pitcher. You don't need to have the
Yeah,
nastiest stuff.
yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like if you're throwing mid 90s, then your slider or your changeup is like low 80s, and it's like you can throw curveball 71. All right,
Yeah.
it's like putting another fucking wedge in your bag.
Seriously. No, it really is.
Um, yeah. Phil's got to get it together. They got the Braves and then the Mets coming up their next 2 series. But
What is the Brave series? 4 game or 3 game?
I don't know. I think they're three. I think they're both three.
Got to win the series against the Mets. Won't kill you if you lose the series to the Braves, but if you take one, if it's a 3 game, or split if it's a 4 game, that would be ideal, I think.
Yeah. Yo, Pete's got 18 home runs right now. Leads the
Yeah,
league.
he's hitting fucking
on a
swamp
tear.
donkeys, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's been good. Lex, because she gets all like the Mets updates, obviously, so she'll like read them to me as they happen, and it's always like, it always feels like it's Pete in the clutch, getting a good hit
Hitting a
or a
home
home
run.
run,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, all right, Like if anybody's gonna do anything for you, it's gonna be this
It's
guy.
gonna be him. Yeah. It's
Um, go ahead.
it's kind of surprising how like the Mets like. I mean, I feel like out of all the teams this offseason, Stevie went out and just balled out on a huge fucking like Verlander and Scherzer really haven't worked out to what
Nah,
was expected, and like really their whole team outside of Pete has just not been as
yeah,
electric as they were
nah.
expected to be. It kind of
Scherzer's
sucks
a
too
little
because
bit
like
of a fraud.
Scherzer's a little bit of a fraud. Verlander can't stay healthy and like doesn't
Right.
have his best stuff anymore. I mean, dude, that was the risk they were willing to take like by signing those two guys. Like they're getting old,
Yep.
their bodies are breaking down. Yeah, they're like Cy Young caliber pitchers, but you're really betting a lot on them staying healthy and like having their stuff pretty much every night.
And they're probably not gonna stay healthy.
And they're probably not going to have their stuff every night.
Exactly.
And when
That's
your
kind of how I
offense
feel.
isn't clicking, like it's
Yeah,
not a
that's how I
great.
feel now with Aaron Nola, dude. Like, and I've been saying this. Like with Nola, I feel like he's when he's on, dude, he's money. But like every other game he's not on, he's giving up 3 runs in it,
Yeah,
like the first or the second inning. And sometimes the Phillies offense like isn't going to get you 3 runs. So
right. You know you're at a good spot with your team. Like the Yanks have just hit their stride, like probably a week and a half ago with this, but the first like 30 games of the season, the Yankees would go down like 2-0 or 3-0, and it would feel like the game was over. Like you just felt like you knew the offense wasn't gonna pick that up. But now, like
yeah,
last night, they went down 4-0 against the O's in like the fourth or fifth inning, and I was like, this is still a ball game. Like I still feel confident in this team, like to get back and win. And then they went out and had I think somebody hit a solo shot. Bader hit a solo shot, and then the next inning they went out and put up three and tied the game. And I was like, brand new ball game. Yanks gave up the lead immediately after that, and then I was like, all right, well it's getting late, but I still feel like this team, like it was down to the bottom of the ninth inning, and I was like, top of the order's coming up. I'm like, we're still in this game, and lo and behold, like we ended up winning.
must be nice.
It has been nice because it was
Not a lot
not
of
nice for the
winning
first
in
first few
Philly.
weeks.
Except for the Union. The Union haven't lost in like 6 matches in the MLS. They got knocked out of both of the Cubs, so that's kind of like been like a sour taste in their schedule. But I mean, undefeated in their last 6 isn't bad.
Where are they sitting in the standings?
Fifth, but like it's pretty tight.
It's pretty tight and pretty early.
Yeah. Um, and they have one game less played than second and fourth. And like if they were to win that game, or even if they're on a point, they're only a point back from fourth. So if they were to win or draw that game, they'd be even with them.
Yeah,
They're finally
that's
starting to
nice.
score goals though, so that's good.
I was gonna say the last time we talked about them, they were on like a fucking scoring drought.
Yeah, no, they've been putting like 2, 3 in a game. So that's been good. Except for DC United, they drew 0-0. And I think Red Bulls they beat 1-0. But team of the season came out. You see, I got that Kai Wagner card.
Yeah, dude,
Yo,
how much
how
does he go
crazy was
for?
that? I don't know. I think it's untradeable because I got it in a pack, and I think the pack came from like a reward, so it's untradeable. But I mean, I kind of like it. There's this challenge that I'm doing right now, just because like I like. I mean, they're there, so I'm gonna do them, and
Right.
it's to get a Lorenzo Insigne card for Toronto FC, and I think you have to win 7 matches with an MLS player in your lineup. I'm like, all right, bet. Now I have an MLS player. He's the best left back on my team. Like it's gonna ruin my chemistry, but like whatever.
Yeah, get that challenge out of the way, and then
Yeah,
if you could
and then
sell
I'll
him, I
get
would. But
I'll get like whatever pack I get, and then I'll get I think also the fucking 90 rated Insigne card, which is nice. And then I think if I get dude, I need like 900 XP to get to like the next level in the season, and I can either get a Payet card, who's like an 89 overall, or a pack that's 10 85 plus rated players. So I'm taking the pack.
damn, yeah, all day.
Because Payet's he doesn't fit my team, so it doesn't make any
Payet's
sense.
Payet's always had a nice card on FIFA though, dude.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
curling shot ability has always been money.
it is a good card. He's like 90 91 overall. It's really good.
He's
But
a center mid, right?
no, I think he's a winger in this
Oh,
for this
really?
card anyway. Yeah, it's like a specific one from like it's not like his regular card. Um, but I don't. It's not gonna fit my team, so I'm just gonna probably take 10 85 plus rated players, and hopefully a few of them I luck out with.
Right. That's pretty fire. Does the rest of the team of the season drop yet? Like for Premier League and all that?
I don't know if Premier League has dropped yet.
They probably wait till the end of the season, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, but La Liga just dropped. But
Oh,
they only
really?
dropped for like a little bit of time. Like La Liga and MLS just dropped, and they only dropped for like a little bit of time, and then you can like do challenges and like they have packs for 'em and stuff like that. But EPL, I don't think it's dropped yet.
Damn. Yeah, EPL's the most popular, so it's probably wait until the, like the best for last type
Yeah,
shit. Build the
yeah.
hype. Speaking of La Liga, dude, you've
I
been
want to
seeing
get
all
a
the shit with
Holland card
Vinicius?
bad. All the racist shit.
Yeah, dude. Did you see the video he dropped of it?
No, no.
Dude, it's brutal. Like when you have time, go to his Instagram, and just watch his latest video, and it's like videos from like 5 or 6 games for the past 2 years, I think, and it's just like pretty much all of like the fans chanting racist shit at him, and it's bad. It's bad, dude. Like you hear like, oh, like I was racially abused, and you're like, yeah, like that's pretty bad, but like, was it like 1 or 2 people in the stand? You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
that
no,
part,
but
but
these are
this is
like
like
full
these are like
crowds.
full crowds of fans like chanting like bad shit at him, and it's like, okay, like I understand, like I understood it before, but like it really brought light on the whole subject and like how bad it actually is.
Dude, it is bad. And like that doesn't happen in America, dude.
It doesn't, dude. Like we have our race issues over here with the whole cops and like bad cop stuff, but like you don't go to a baseball game and like sit there and cheer racial slurs at a left fielder. You know what I mean?
The entire
The
time.
entire game, yeah. Or
Or every
throw
single time
stuff
a
at,
ball gets hit his way.
yeah, dude. Or you're throwing bananas at a black player. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
bad, dude. The fact that that's happening in 2023 is pretty scary.
Yeah, dude. It's wild. It happens all the time in Europe.
And then yeah, and then the La Liga president came out and pretty much like didn't back Vinicius and was just like, "Oh, you're like trying to tarnish La Liga, blah blah blah." And like Real Madrid came out with a statement and they're like, "Yo, we don't know what the fuck that guy's talking about. Like, we're with our player. Like, this shit can't happen. Like in today's day and age, like people need to get on top of this shit before like something bad happens, or like we need to put an end to this because it's bad."
Yeah.
Like you can talk all the shit you want, dude, but like when you bring racism into it, you're just showing pure ignorance and like it's almost like you're showing your intelligence level. Like you really like that's your resort. You resort to racism and saying like shit, like putrid shit like that
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
mad at a sport, dude. Like
Yeah, cuz and they got nothing else to chirp him about cuz he's a stud.
because he's nasty. Yeah, dude.
So they're like, "Oh, we'll just, you know."
It's gonna really suck as a Real Madrid fan to see Vinicius like if he leaves La Liga and leaves Real Madrid because of that. Like that's gonna be really sad because he was
Come to City, we definitely don't have any financial fair play issues going on. Nope, none at all. Come on.
We're about to win the treble, dude, but
Oh, don't say
just
that.
focus on that. Um dude, but it's just like he's supposed to be our poster boy and he is our poster boy right now, but he could have a legendary career and cement himself in like Real Madrid lore if like people in Spain would just chill the fuck out, dude.
Yeah. He's really good. He's probably the best of like his age right now.
I think, dude, I would put him over Neymar right now.
Oh yeah, I probably would too. But Neymar's kind of a like he's been a bust for the past few years.
He's
Fuck has he done?
yeah, I feel like ever since he went to PSG, he's been kind of a
Yeah,
bum.
he went there and fucking withered away, and nope, now he's literally nothing.
Yeah. Yeah,
But no, I think Vinny's the best young player. Like it's like Vinny, and then like Foden, and a lot of people like Jude Bellingham and Jadon Sancho, and there's
is
some other.
Vinny younger than Holland? Isn't Holland the same age?
Holland is young as fuck too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I guess Holland might be like Holland and Vinny are probably the best young boys
Yeah.
because they
They
can
might
like they're the only ones that I think can like truly lead teams.
I was gonna say I think they're the two that could like if I mean nobody's gonna be able to take the Messi Ronaldo spot like their two spots in the world of football, but like they have the best chance to.
Right, and then like Mbappe as well,
Right. Yeah. Dude, I was actually thinking about today. I was
but
like,
he's
damn
a
it,
bit, a
does
little bit older.
like the World Cup doesn't like it feels so long ago, but it really wasn't. And I forget how insane the World Cup final was, like
Yeah,
between
dude, the World
France and
Cup was great.
Argentina. World Cup final like was probably the best game of soccer I've ever watched. Like neutral fan wise.
Ooh,
Like
yeah, that's probably a good point. The World Cup was good, dude.
It
It
was,
was a
dude, and
lot of fun.
we were low key shitting on it for being like late in the year and over in Qatar and all this, but it was like an electric World Cup. There were a lot of good moments in that World Cup.
I wonder if that's because it was like in the middle of the beginning of the season. Players were still fresh instead
Still
of being
fresh,
in June after an entire
tired.
season.
Yeah, that probably had something to do with it. I would put money on that. It makes sense.
Yeah, probably.
And it
It
was
was
kind of
good. I'm
nice
excited
having
for the
games
next
to
one.
watch like over Thanksgiving and Christmas too, like in that time, like World Cup, like just thrown in there during the holiday
Yeah,
season. Like that was
yeah,
nice.
casual. 2026.
2026 is gonna be a movie.
Me, you, Shaner boy getting tickets.
Yes, dude. I wonder when tickets for that goes on sale. Like it's got to be within the next 2 years, right?
I hope so.
You got to buy those like pretty far in
I hope
advance.
so.
I hope so.
They'll be on resale, but
Yeah,
it's gonna be
for sure.
bread probably.
Yeah, for sure.
We should go to
We'll
Philly
find
to
our way
link.
there. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, Link. They're playing in New York too, right?
I
At
think so.
the
Well,
Giant Stadium. I'm pretty
Giant
sure they're playing
Stadium.
at the.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be sick.
They might be playing at FedEx Field too, which is a fucking embarrassment because that place is a dump.
That's Washington Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is a dump. Who knows?
Um.
Maybe it'll be like changed by then with the new owners and all that, but I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe. If they want to have a World Cup game there, they better fucking do it.
Yeah.
But back to the real soccer. EPL, Man City crowned champions this week.
Yep. Arsenal
Arsenal
bottle
Arsenal
job.
lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest.
Dude, they
Nottingham
bottled
Forest
so
pretty
hard.
much saved their season. Arsenal bottled theirs.
Yep. Did you see the
But they
graphic of
re-signed Saka for 4 years, which I think is good. 4-year extension for Saka.
Arsenal did? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fire. I love that.
Me too. I think he's good. I like him.
Um
I like
d-
the Arsenal team.
dude, they've got a good squad. It's
Yeah.
just, Man
And
City's
I
just a
like
fucking
Saka. I
powerhouse,
like
dude.
Sterling.
Yep.
That's all I
Um
got.
did you see the graphic of like did Arsenal really bottle the league and it showed like the amount of days they led like and they had the number one spot in the Premier League for it. It was like 247 days of leading the league. Man City was like 12 or some shit like that. They fucking lost. And then they
Bottled.
showed like all like it was like a pie chart and it showed all the other times teams have bottled like that. And out of like the six that were there, three of them were Arsenal from like 2001, 2004. Yeah, dude, it's been a rough fucking go for Arsenal.
Wow. Professional
Yeah,
bottlers.
professional bottlers. It was like
Lifelong.
Liverpool, not Crystal Palace, but one of those teams, like one of those low end teams. Arsenal
Newcastle.
3 times, and then Man United once. Yeah, I think it was
Damn.
Newcastle. It might have been Newcastle. Professional bottlers. They work at the fucking Coca-Cola bottling company.
Big facts, dude. They're good at what they do.
Yes, they are.
Cream de
Um,
la creme.
you want to
You
touch on
heard
some
me.
Champions League? I didn't get to watch any of it because I was traveling.
Um, City shitted on Real like 4-0.
Yeah, I saw your text. You were like something about a Militao own goal, and I was like, oh fuck, let me check the score. And game had just ended 4-0. I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. Not bad for me. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it. The boys looked good. They were having a good time. They were buzzing. Real just looked so flat. They were like,
they have those games sometimes where they just come
yeah.
out. They're either fucking electric or they're just dead
Well,
flat.
you know that the philosophy against City, at least for Ancelotti, is park the bus, counterattack, right?
Right.
But like the counterattack wasn't really clicking. And the parking the bus, they were so flat, and there was like no energy in that squad. And then they were down 2-0, and then pretty much called a wrap there, and then 3, and then 4.
Yeah. It's I feel like Real and City have played in the semifinals of the Champions League like 3 times in the past 4 years.
Yeah, they have. And
So I
usually
guess it's
Real wins. Well, I guess this
they've
is
won
City's
every other
second
time, right?
final.
I don't think
City
they played each other when
that
City
year,
went to the final. Yeah.
then yeah.
But I remember they played in the semifinal like our freshman year or my freshman year of college. Remember we were like gonna watch
Yep,
it in UP.
yep.
They've been playing each other for a minute.
It's always good too. But So they'll get Inter in the final, dude. That'll be a good game. Inter have been solid all year. I think they're just like I think they're a little disrespected, like a little underrated. They're
Inter,
probably
yeah.
better than what they get credit for.
I'm pretty high on City to win the final though. Like, yeah, Inter gets disrespected, but I think City's just fucking loaded, dude.
Well, they might not be a club after this year, so
Go out with a bang.
might as well, right?
Yeah.
What if they get fucking booted from Premier League but they win Champions League this year and the only way to stay in Champions League is to
By
keep
winning
winning
the final.
Champions League. Yeah.
Yeah, out of the Premier League, but they're just strictly a Champions League squad.
Yep. And they can still play in the FA Cup because they're still going to be an English club. They're just going to be at the bottom, so they can still do trebles and shit. Their
Yeah.
league is just going to be so easy, bro. It's going to be 10-0.
They're gonna go undefeated every game or every fucking year.
Legitimately.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. I just hope that the end of this year is good to us.
Yeah. When do you think that'll come a boot?
What do you mean?
Do you think they're gonna have a decision on that like by the end of the season, or
I
do
have
you
no
think
idea. I haven't heard shit about it.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. I kind of
haven't really
forgot
gone
about it for a
looking.
while.
Yeah, but I know it's still lurking.
Yes, shit is lingering.
But so we'll see. And obviously, we'll be here to keep all of our listeners updated when it drops.
Yeah. Oh, always. We're not going nowhere. Our financial fair play is fine.
Yeah. Too fair, honestly.
Yeah, not fair enough.
Talk birds.
Yeah, let's talk some birds. What do we got?
Nolan Smith, defensive end that we drafted at the end of the first, looks like a fucking stud. There's videos of him and Jalen Carter working out at OTAs. Boy, dude, they're quick. They are fast, bro. I'm excited.
Our defense is gonna be fucking loaded.
Dude, it's gonna be Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat coming off the edge, and then when they go out for a break, it's gonna be Nolan Smith and Brandon Graham.
Yeah, that's terrifying, dude, for opposing quarterbacks, bro. You're not, dude. Our defense is gonna give quarterbacks no time in the pocket.
No,
it's gonna
and then it's gonna make our corners better.
If we're playing a team that doesn't have an agile quarterback, like we're pretty much winning that game with our defensive line.
Fine with me.
Perfectly fine with me. And then Jalen Hurts is gonna throw 4 TDs and run 2 in.
Jalen Hurts got 49.4% of the inside the 5 rush attempts last year.
As he should. And I feel like all of those were just that fucking like QB sneak play that we had.
Yep. It's going to be interesting, dude, to see how things shake up because we got Swift and Penny and, Boston Scott, Kenny G.
Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown. Dude, our team is so good, bro. Devontae Smith. Our team is loaded. The birds are fucking loaded. I've never been like more excited. Like, yeah, it was a bummer to lose the Super Bowl, but after the draft that Howie just had, dude, especially after the draft he had last year, along with trading for AJ Brown, it's like, bro, like.
Here's the thing. I felt like that once before, Johnny. One time in my life I did. And it was just a few years back after we won our first Super Bowl. I legitimately thought, wow, we got better in the offseason. How the fuck did this happen? We're going to go win another Super Bowl. And it was dumpster fire.
Yeah, but dude, Carson Wentz is just not the same animal that Jalen Hurts is. Like,
no,
Carson Wentz didn't play at the high level of collegiate football that Jalen played at. Like, he doesn't have the same mindset. He was a little whiny bitch. Like, just different overall, like, leader of the pack, dude.
100%.
We've got a wolf at the helm right now, and it's fucking exciting to see, dude. Jalen Hurts might be my favorite fucking football player of all time after all said and done. Like, I just love his mentality, the way he carries himself, and the way he just fucking balls out like it's nothing, dude.
Yeah. He could be like, I mean, if he stays on his current trajectory, he will surely be the next great Eagle, right? Like,
oh yeah, 100%. I think he's definitely on his way.
B-Doc and Kelsey and Lane, and then could be Hurts.
Could you imagine if B-Doc was on this Eagles team with Jalen Hurts?
Oh my God,
goodness, dude!
First of all, he would get ejected from every game, just lighting boys up.
Yeah,
like, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, but like, dude, having them two dogs, those two mentalities on the team, like leading the offense and then one leading the defense, bro, would be scary. I would not want to.
That's why I wanted to get Malcolm Jenkins late last year. I wanted to sign him from free agency. for the
Yeah.
playoff run. I thought he would have been good for the defense, and like he's still good.
Yeah. Is he's still where is he now?
I think he's retired,
I was gonna say
or I think he's a free agent. I don't think
I
he's
think
officially
he might have
retired.
retired. I feel like I saw something about him retiring.
Huh? Yeah, he did retire. Oh, he retired last March.
Like 2 months ago, March.
Nope, March 2022.
Oh, so he didn't even play last year?
Nope. I
Yeah,
mean,
he was
the
fun to
Birds
watch
still
in our
could have
Super
scooped
Bowl
him.
run. Yeah, hey, come out of retirement, win us a ring.
Yeah, I mean, he's a stud, and like our safeties aren't great, so like
Hey,
I would have been cool with that.
In the Super Bowl, if that's not Maddox making that holding play and it's fucking Malcolm Jenkins, maybe we win a Super Bowl.
Maybe you might be right.
Yeah, that could have been the difference, dude. As Bob Does Sports says, that could have been the difference.
I guess we'll never know.
What's that? Mic drop. Who does that? Who is that? Who says that? I guess we'll never know. Oh, that's Kanye. When he interrupts Taylor Swift, I guess we'll never know. Mic drops.
See ya. That's me. I'm basically as big as Kanye.
Yeah,
How do you think this? How do you think this pod's gonna blow up? I'm Kanye.
I am. Takes off his mask. I am Kanye.
Other NFL news. NFL on kickoffs, you can fair catch it inside the 25, and it'll come out to the 25. Same as a touchback.
Oh, it doesn't have to be in the end zone anymore.
Yeah, you just fair catch it anywhere inside the 25, which is
Kind of.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any opinions on that.
No, I mean, pretty
Kickoffs
much
have been
every
pretty
drive is going to start at the 25 now. Okay.
right.
So
Right.
are we just going to get rid of kickoffs?
What was that rule that they were like thinking about implementing? Like you could either kick it off or like go for like a 70-yard touchdown or something to get the ball back
So
instead of
that's
onside
like
kicks.
that's instead of an onside kick, they'll do like you can complete like a 4th and 15 or something like that.
Dude, bring that into the game because onside kicks are
Yeah,
so
they
irrelevant.
have that in
dude.
the XFL, I think.
That would be electric, dude.
Yeah.
Like send the defense back out there, make them make a stop, and then get the ball back for their squad. Like if you can do 4th and 15 and complete it, like you deserve to have the ball back. I feel like
Right.
onside
right.
kicks are just like impossible. Like there's no fucking way like you can successfully, unless it's a fluke, recover an onside kick.
Yeah. I agree. I like it.
That would be such a fun rule, dude. I don't know why they haven't implemented that.
Cause it's the NFL, bro.
Yeah,
No
they're a bunch
way.
of they're
We're
too
not. We're
worried
not
about
doing that. That's stupid. We're gonna do onside kicks. You kick the ball off after.
nah, the NFL's too worried about fucking protecting quarterbacks that are like getting pulled down at the wrong angle or some shit like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Which I get to an extent, but sometimes you just gotta be like, yo, it's football. It's gonna be a violent sport. Kind of know what you're signing up for by playing it.
Correctamundo. Nature of the beast.
Yep.
NBA Lakers get swept by the Nuggets. They're
See you
going to
later,
the finals.
Stinky.
Heat are up 3-1 against Boston. Gary Williams, couple games back, hit a 3, got in Jimmy Butler's face like chest to chest, and Jimmy just smirked, and we were just
I
like,
saw
all
that.
right.
And then did he go
and
up? Proceeded
dude
to
went
go off.
Dude, they were
Yeah.
down like 12 in the 4th, and he came back. He brought him all the way back, won the game.
Yeah. That's playoff Jimmy, dude.
I love it, dude. And he was like, no, he was like, he was talking some smack. He was like, I like it. Like, if people are gonna talk smack to me, that means that like I'm worth talking smack to. Like, they want to get in my head and stuff. So like, it just makes me want to play. He's like, yeah, I guess like a little bit. Like, it fuels me a bit. It makes me want to play well. Blah blah blah.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I love it. And so then I'm just like, imagine. I've said this a million times, and I'll say it till I'm fucking dead. I'm gonna be I'm not gonna remember any of my family, anybody. I'm gonna be like have such bad Alzheimer's. I'm not gonna know what's going on, and I'm gonna be like, man, imagine if the Sixers would have kept Jimmy Butler instead of Ben Simmons, and then they would have had Embiid, Butler, and Tyrese Maxey.
It is pretty scary to think about that they had that option too. Like
I
that was a very
know.
real option.
And they chose Ben Simmons.
Yeah. That's tough. Oh well. Did you see what LeBron said in his press conference the other night where he's like, I got a lot to think about. Bro, you're not retiring.
Yeah, he was just like non-committal about his future.
Yeah, it's
Just
like we all
fine,
know you're
dude.
trying to play with Bronny, bro. Relax.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he just wants to go and hang out at the gym. But it's like, wouldn't you want to like train with him for at least his first couple years, like instill like that kind of work ethic into him?
Dude, if
I guess he's
LeBron
been
had
doing that
one
his whole life
season with
though.
yeah, but it's different when you're on like if you're on the same team, like if Bron and Bronny James were son and father and son on the same NBA team together, like bro, you're pretty much setting up Bronny to have a fucking career as close as you can to what Bron had. You know what I mean? Like you know what it's like. You have 23 years experience under your belt. You're pretty much the greatest of all time. Like
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
gonna you're gonna give him advice and like show him the ins and outs better than anybody else can next to maybe
And
Michael
like
Jordan.
show him how to do it on the road too, like how to
Right.
behave on the road.
Right. Speaking of fucking Ja Morant being a hella cryptic and shit on Instagram, did you see that?
No, what happened? I saw he was
Dude,
playing
so
with
he
guns again.
well that happened and then you see he got suspended from all activities indefinitely and then yesterday on Instagram he posted pictures to his story. It was like I love you dad and it was like a picture of his dad and then his girl and then his daughter and then after that it was just a picture of himself and it just said bye. And everyone was like, "What the fuck is this man like about to like commit suicide or something like that?" And apparently, like police had to go to his house and do a welfare check, and they're like, "Yo, he's good," but just being hella cryptic.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, man. I mean, I get like the whole mental health and shit, dude, but like, bro, you can't be doing that to people when you have like millions of people following, like watching every move of yours. You know what I mean? Like, putting a
Yeah.
lot of fucking like hurt and scare and fucking just a lot of negative shit into a lot of people's lives by doing shit like that.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably just like, dude, I never asked for all this shit. Like I never asked to be this famous.
You
He
kind of did
probably
though. If you wanted to be a fucking stud basketball player like that and get your bag, like that's you got to know that's coming with the money.
That's true. That's true. That's true. He's probably at Murray State like I'm never going to be shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah, now he's fucking dunking on people's noggins and making $90 million. Has this huge Nike deal, and he wants to flash a gun on Instagram Live to look like a cool fucking.
Bro, hey, you watch your mouth, man. He is cool. You don't even look like a cool. He is a
He's
cool dude.
fake. He's fake cool, bro. He does shit for like people's attention, man. He's all about that like fake thug shit.
He does it
You
for
can
the
tell.
vine.
No, if he was doing it for the Vine, that would be real. That would be real
He's like, I'm
shit.
bringing Vine back. I'm like, all right,
Not
I
on
support this
Instagram
guy.
Live. Did you see the first time he flashed a gun? He had it like between his fingers, and he was just like, like "You don't flash a gun like that if you're trying to look cool, bro."
That's how I
It's
would
like,
do it.
oh, yeah,
What do
this
you
is
know
my
about
gun.
flashing? What do you know about flashing guns?
Hey, bro, I grew up with that fucking
And
12
what do you
gauge in
know
my
about
pocket.
being cool? Because you ain't fucking cool.
That's not what my mom says.
Yeah, I would lie to you too if I was your mom.
Hey, man, I might not know about being cool, but I know what it's like to have guns, and I certainly don't hold them like this.
That's a good point.
Imagine holding a 12 gauge shotgun like I didn't flash a pistol or a 45. I flashed a 12 gauge hunting rifle and I held it like this.
Some strong fingies.
Yeah,
Them
yeah,
fingies
dude.
be
Hey,
fingying.
gotta pull the trigger somehow.
Fags.
Uh,
Um, Sixers fire Doc Rivers. Let's go.
Good. Yeah, you've been
I have no
calling for
clue
that
who
for a
they're gonna
while.
bring in, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I'm glad. Maybe I'll get
Hopefully it's somebody who knows how to make adjustments at halftime because it sure as hell
adjustments and
wasn't Doc.
accountability. That's all I'm asking for, and I think you'll be better than him.
Yeah, you have the talent there. You just gotta
Yeah.
fucking
Harden's
guide them.
probably walking.
I feel like I would be okay with that if I were
I'm
you.
very okay with that, dude. Let Tyrese be the guy there at the guard position. And
You
I think we're good enough behind him, dude. D'Anthony Melton's pretty good. Shake Milton's pretty good. He has his days. Um,
Well, who's to say you guys don't go out and sign somebody too? You know what I
sign
mean, or
somebody,
trade?
yeah. I would like to sign a Jimmy Butler, like a good like small forward. That's what I want.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'd even
saw.
be cool with Jalen Brown, honestly.
Is he a free agent after this year?
I don't know, but I think it's coming up.
I saw the Lakers were looking at Trey Young, and I was like, huh, have fun with that, dude. I would not want Trey Young on my team. He's good, but like, I don't think he has one the leadership. I mean, he might not even have to take a leadership role on the Lakers, but
Nah, with AD
I
and
just don't.
Bron.
I hate seeing his like the way he plays basketball. Just pisses me off, dude. Where he just jumps into
Yeah.
people to make contact and then goes to
Yeah.
the free throw line 1,000 times a game. It's not basketball, bro.
Nah. But dude, he's nice at the same time.
Yeah, that's the other part. It's like he's good. Like it doesn't make any sense. He plays
Yeah,
like a little pussy, but he's a baller.
he is. Um, NHL playoffs. Florida Panthers are up 3 games to none against Carolina. They go for the sweep tonight.
Ooh, this is the conference finals too, right?
Yes. And in the West, Vegas Knights are up 3-0 against Dallas. They play tomorrow. And one of their best players, I can't think of his name right now, but one of Dallas's best players got suspended for that game for a cross-checking hit yesterday.
Damn,
He
that's a
actually got
tough look.
suspended 2 games.
Damn.
Yeah. But dude, Florida Panthers up 3 games to none. Miami
the
Heat up
Canes,
three
too, the
games to
Hurricanes.
one. 2 8
Yeah.
seeds, like literally like the last teams to make the playoffs, both in Miami.
Dude, what are they feeding them boys down in Florida? Because remember the year like the Bucks won the Super Bowl, the Rays
And
were
then
in the
the
World
Rays
Series, like,
and
and then
the Lightning.
yeah, and then who else was it? The Lightning, yeah. Florida boys are built different.
Watch out for the Dolphins. That's all I gotta say.
Tua might not have much going on in his brain, but boy, can he sling a football.
Amen. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. I'm getting these
What
sleeper
else?
notifications on my phone and they're stressing me out.
Yeah, same. I keep looking over at him and like
I
might be
haven't been able to
sleeping.
read them, but dude, I am getting.
Oh, we started the draft?
I guess.
The
What
CCU
happened?
draft has begun. The notifications are this draft has begun, and then this draft has been paused. And then Clay says, it says drafting. That's because I accidentally started it thinking I was a mock draft after I smoked. But it's paused, so now. So Clay's just being a high guy.
I love that. I'm on the
And then
clock
Trevor
though.
says, appreciate the transparency commission.
So I'm on the clock there now, huh?
Yeah. Looks to be the case.
So should I draft?
Well, it's paused now. I don't think it started, but it started by accident, and then Clay paused it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna start it Friday, right?
Oh, yeah, Friday at 10 a.m.
Okay. Cool. That's gonna be fun. I might want to do a mock tomorrow or
I
something.
don't even know what pick. I think I have the 6th. Yeah, I have
I
the
got
6th
101.
in that. Who are you going to take?
I don't know.
Never do that again, please.
You didn't like that?
No. That tickled my brain in the wrong way.
That's not bad. No, I'm taking the same person you're taking in Foot Clan. If that league even continues to exist.
It better. You know what I mean? I've been fucking rebuilding for 2 years. Actually,
I know.
working my ass
That
off.
league is actually stressing me out. I don't know what to do with the 105 or the 102. I don't know which quarterback I want. And then I think you're going to take a quarterback. And then I think Jake's going to take quarterback because he kind of needs quarterback. And then it's back to me at 105. And then I don't know if I want to take Jahmyr Gibbs because he's, the number 2 running back. And a lot of people think the number 2 overall skill position player in the draft. But I don't know if I love him. Or do I want to take JSN, who I think is a stud, but he's in Seattle, so I don't know, like, the opportunity there.
Right. Well, you got to think, too.
But long term, I
Dynasty,
think it's
so,
fine
like,
because
long
Tyler
term,
Lockett's
yeah.
kind of old.
Yeah. That, and they'll
So I think,
probably have a new quarterback at some point.
yeah.
I don't think they're going to be rocking with Geno Smith much longer,
No, probably not.
if I had to guess.
But yeah, I don't know who I want to take at the 102 either.
Whichever quarterback you take, I'm taking the other one, so.
Well, there's 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, but of the top 2. Actually, I don't know. I have been kind of teetering a little bit between one or, like, the second or third one, but.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel like at this point, it's like 50-50, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know.
Yeah. So it's Anthony Richardson and Bryce Young, right? I mean, if we're going to talk about fantasy on this podcast, might as well talk about it, right?
Right.
So Anthony Richardson is like the ceiling crazy. If he hits, the ceiling is crazy, right? If he's good, he's going to be fucking great. The baseline is amazing. The Colts, I don't trust as a franchise. Look at their
Right.
recent history. It's terrible. They just had fucking Jeff Saturday as their fucking interim head coach. They don't know what they're doing. The Colts
Yeah.
don't know what they're doing. They
No.
literally made Andrew Luck hate playing football and he quit. He
And
said,
he
"No,
quit.
I'd rather do nothing than play NFL, or
Yeah.
than play for the Colts at least." Um, so that worries me, right? And like, not his completion percentage was bad, and I could see it being like RG3, but maybe even worse, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have like a couple of okay years, and then you're hurt out of the league. Okay, whereas
Right.
Bryce Young, so small, but he's in Carolina. He's got Frank Reich. Like, I kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like, they drafted Jonathan Mingo, like a good like big bodied receiver who I think is going to be good in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, they got Thielen. I mean, they have like, I feel like they have like a solid
Their
offensive
offense is
line.
solid.
Their
Their
defense is
offense as a
really
whole
good
is
too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I'm kind of like, but Bryce Young doesn't run. He's so small, right? So like, he needs to throw for 5,000 yards and a bunch of touchdowns to be good every single year. He needs to be
Right.
Drew Brees to be good every year, and that's
Right.
a lot harder to do. Like,
Right.
Justin Herbert was bad last year.
Especially in like a fantasy relevant sort of thing where you don't have that like floor of like that rushing floor.
Right.
Like you don't know like what kind of value you're gonna get out of a young quarterback like that who isn't Drew Brees right off the bat, dude. It could be fucking Sam Darnold for all we know.
Right. And that's why I'm worried. And that's why I don't know what to do.
What about CJ Stroud?
Not a fan.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
that's
not a
yeah,
fan. I just don't like him as much.
right.
I
Yeah,
don't
it'll be
really I don't
interesting.
really trust the Texans too much either. I
No.
do like their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. I think he's good.
Yeah, but their
Um
organization overall just has shown so much incompetency over the last few
yeah.
years, dude.
Yeah, and they got a lot of old heads around him, like fucking Rex Burkhead and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, they got Damian Pierce too.
Yeah, that's true. I think they brought in somebody else at running back as well.
Brandon Cooks is gone though. Like who do
Brandon
they even
Cooks is
have at
gone.
receiver?
I don't know, but they got Dalton Schultz
Oh,
at
that's
tight
right. I
end.
forgot about him.
Um, they got Nico Collins. I don't know.
Yeah, not too high on them.
Nope. So yeah, that's why it's either Anthony Richardson or Bryce Young for me, and I'm really not sure. And like, the fantasy community, I think likes Anthony Richardson, but like,
There's so much risk involved.
so much, right? Like, it's kind of the same with well, I guess it's not the same, but it's similar to like Trey Lance, right? It was like, oh, dude, if he's
Right.
good, like he has the legs, he's gonna be so good, but he's done jack shit so far. And
Yeah.
like, I'm sure Clay's wishing that he didn't draft him in Dynasty right now, or I guess not
Right.
because he left that league, so he doesn't have him anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Oh, I guess someone took over. But didn't somebody just leave the league again?
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to figure that shit out. Because I
yeah,
don't want to quit on that league since I have kind of set
me
myself
either.
up nicely to have like
Get paid up.
yeah, dude. Are we paying for that league yet?
Yeah, you gotta pay, and then we're gonna start the draft. Everybody's
Oh,
gotta
all
get
right.
paid, and then we're gonna
Well, I
start the
think we should
draft.
find a full fucking league first before we draft.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, yeah, remind me to do that and I'll do it.
All right, bet. Well, dude, it was fun, doing this with you, man. I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, brother, I hope to see JT soon.
Me
I want to see
too.
that boy come flying out of here on a surfboard.
I want to see him come out of his mom's coochie. Why not?
I don't think you want to see
I'm gonna
that,
catch
dude.
him, dude.
I've heard horror stories of like dads like
Julian
seeing that
Edelman in
and
the Super Bowl type hands, bro.
No, I want to. What's his name? David Tyree. On the
Yeah,
head,
okay, I'll
Eli
catch him on
Manning
my
off
dome.
the helmet.
No, I'm honestly just hoping. I'm just praying that I stay on 2 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I
I've
like
heard.
I
I've
could. I'm not a big fan
yeah.
of blood. I could easily see myself just passing out. Like, all right, I'm gonna call
Yep.
this one a day.
See you tomorrow. Nice seeing you, JT. It's
Wake
just
me
like
up
his
when this
head.
shit's done, and you bring him back cleaned up and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna
It's about
be.
that time.
It's about that time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a new child coming out your ass.
The new song on TikTok is um my coochie pink and my booty hole brown.
What? Did you
The
just make
song's
that
called
up, or is that a real song?
No, that's real. It's called Pound Town, and it's like the new sound going around TikTok.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to look that
Go
up
go to
later.
Apple Music and type in Pound Town.
All right.
and listen to it. Not on air. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. So we're gonna get out of here. Johnny, you go listen to that song. Our listeners, feel free to listen to that song, but definitely not recommending it. I'm not a fan.
I'm just saying it exists.
Have a great weekend. Love your neighbor. Give him a hug. Smooches.
Oh, I wish we gave wet smooches like the video from Andy.
Oh, I accidentally hit leave instead of stop the recording, so we should do that again.
Okay.
All right, so have a good weekend. Love your neighbor. Maybe give him a hug or something. Tell somebody
Smooches.
that you miss them. Smooches.
Yeah, that's nice.